Hey chat. Hello, 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 hello. How is it going? How y'all doing? How's the audio levels and stuff? How's it all hanging, huh? There's a barn blitz lobby. Ew. That's not cool. Mumble required. Mumble required barn blitz lobby where the leader isn't even running it. What? Hey RC. Hey Unicorn, hey Lettuce, hey Spy Crabs, hey Was Taken, hey Toasty. How's it all going? Mapping right now, it's all chill. Oh, that's good to hear. Mania mapping. What song you mapping? How are you all doing, chat? Oh, cool. Audio is alright. Okay, well let me know if you want me to raise anything. I was planning on maybe doing some lobbies today, but the only Highlander lobby right now is a bit Monka-esque. There is a Sixers lobby, but it's a scrim, apparently. And it's reserved. I don't know how I feel about playing a Barn Blitz Scout Mumble required lobby. So I guess that means isn't only allowed one Highlander lobby at a time, right? Does that mean we're just waiting for that to fill up before we can play something? I'll keep that off to the side of my screen for now. There you go. Some meme chaff stuff says you've got nothing else. That's fair. Engineer. When was the last time I played, like, base Team Fortress? Pale Corrode. Oh, I know this map. And by I know this map, I mean I don't know this map, but I, like, remember this exists. I don't know the last time I played it. I think it's been, like, 5 years. Yeah? Alright. How's it all going? Is the... My webcam's covering up the engineer building stuff, but that doesn't matter, right? Do you want me to move it a bit so it doesn't just show a random bit of, like, black box? Where's a good place for a telly? Like, here? I don't know, where would they want a dispenser if I was on my team? I'd chuck one here. Gives them a good place to spam from. It's hardcore or something, so it's fun. What, the chav music? This is mini, alright. Let's pop it like there. I can try like level up my dispenser or something. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Fox. Are they Ubering? No. Oh god, this is loud. I might lower my TF2 volume a little bit. I want to be able to like hear myself. There you go, that dispenser's pretty cool. There's a spy? Oh, that's a shame. I am using the Wrangler. I don't know, for some reason I thought I had the pistol equipped. Volume 0.02. Let's try that. All my buildings are down. Let's random again. Bruh, you got into TF2 as you crash. Wait, did I take your spot? Surely not, right? Hey QB. Hey Oteric. Do the gloves of running urgently no longer... You're a medic, okay. Do they no longer mark you with mini crits? Do they just lower your health? I feel like they must just lower your health now, right? That's a sniper. I don't want to be there. Hello. It's a pub. People are using whatever they're finding fun. I randomed onto engineer and played that for a bit. That's a bit wild, isn't it? I don't know how much ammo I've got. Do I have to like press F on a teammate? Yeah. What a weird mechanic. I really don't want to get backstabbed by like some secret spy. Alright. Oh, yeah. Hello, hello. Doing lobbies today. I want to do some lobbies, yeah, but right now the only one available for Highlander is a Barn Blitz Mumble required lobby. Which honestly just sounds like hell. Getting in consistently is not... Yeah. I mean, usually what we try and do is fill up the lobby ourselves, right? Oh, not the lobby. The pub by ourselves, right? Like I'll join and then we'll try and get everyone from the chat in. But right now this one's already pretty much full. You can't headshot from that range. I guess you can spam left click. Is that what people do now? Is that the mechanic? Oh. So that's crashed as well, maybe not. They balanced it so if you ever want to run to mid. Oh, the fists, yeah. Pyro, huh? Let's use the grapple hooks or rocket packs. It deploys a bit faster. When did they add that deploy a bit faster change? Because I thought they just nerfed it, like full stop. Okay. Play some Demo Man. Nice. That's like satisfying. When you manage to get like a combo on anything. Like a sticky into a grenade or whatever. It's good stuff. What am I being hit by? Oh, there's a pyro all the way over there. Help! Oh. Here we go. The whole heavy to mid balance was a bit stupid. I don't know, I agree. Because the mini crits debuff was basically like not even a nerf at all, right? Like heavy has so much health that just making him move faster is stupid strong. And the old method, where he just lost health, gave the heavy the ability to build Uber for their medic, which was pretty weird. Spy. Okay, I'll just go with whatever this loadout is. Today is an official day, so you don't be able to get a server. Oh, that's fair. Maybe I can find a Sixers game. There's a Metalworks game I see. Maybe I should just join that as scout. Maybe I should. Hang on. How big is this map, by the way? It's enormous. I don't know, I don't really want to play Sixers. It's just sort of like Scout v Scout DM, and that's not really what I want to be doing. Hello. Did you get whipped in combination with GPU? Oh, the Gru, yeah, the whip. Well, that's a Highlander thing, though, that's fine. You can try and get servers. Well, it's more if we really want to play Highlander. It's more that it's like, there is an option. I'm not really fussed what we play today. I would like to play Highlander if it's an available option. But, not if it's not possible, you know? Oh, he turned around. I hit nothing on him. Okay, that was strange. 2 scouts, half a team's needed for Sixers Gully Wash. Not joining that. Heavy again, okay. Did I play TF2C on stream yet? No. No, I haven't. I've only ever made videos. Well, they're saying that. I've got another 2 videos on the way. Where the hell am I? Can I go... Something tells me this is really not where I'm meant to be right now. I'm just gonna, like, do that, yeah. That's kind of cool. I edited, I spent like a few hours the other day editing like 3 videos for it. Apparently there's already HUDs for it. That doesn't surprise me. Oh, spy. That doesn't surprise me, honestly. Go get your own high-end GPU to make heavy run faster. That'd be pretty sick. Corrod's massive. Yeah, it seems to be. I keep thinking we're losing the last point. And then there's like another last point somewhere, you know? It's really strange. Think that soldier's gonna come around the corner? Medic's pretty nice. Is he gonna turn the corner and shoot a rocket with me? No, there's just no one here. Okay. I wonder if I'm scary because I'm next to like a pyro. There's a mini in the blackness there. Okay. I literally only saw it because of the effect there. Got him. I was trying to kill his medic. Am I gonna die in here? It's pretty fun to get a few backstabs in a row. Yeah, this map's pretty cool. It's massive. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It's interesting. It's one of those like cool community maps where it like changes stuff up quite a lot. Oh. Stop with L'Etranger. I'm just randomizing every time I die. I wouldn't worry too much about the loadout. Think the Dead Ringer is good? No, not really. Hello, soldier. Kuroda's just one big last point. Every map is a last point. What is this? The Blood Saga and the Vitasaur? Was the last time I played Medic that time that we tried to play, the mod, like TF2 balance mod with high GPS? Is that how long it's been? My best video is a 2015 classic called Attack of the Flying Crumpets. I'm glad you think so. That's one of those hidden gems, fellow Redditor. Okay, this map is a journey. It's pretty cool, actually. I'm liking it. It gives me like mad, like old custom map vibes. What even? I'm using the Kritzkrieg as well. This is a. Okay, well, what a weird loadout. What does the Vitasaur do now? Doesn't it let you like collect organs or something? Check. I'm not gonna tab out as medic. Like, can you tell me what the Vitasaur does now? It doesn't give you a bit less health and let you survive with Uber anymore, does it? That's like an old thing. You probably wouldn't want to chat. Yeah, I'll join next time I die. Sure thing. You still watch the outdated weapons list. Thank you. I'm pretty sure that's my most viewed video. So it's good to see that people are still giving it a bit of traction. The balance mod video from the other balance mod, sorry, the classic video from the other day is already at like 40,000 views. So I'm wondering if I can make that into like a series. Collect organs to keep up to 60% of your Uber when you die. Oh, that's not that interesting. I'm gonna die anyway at some point. Does the Vitasaur, the overdose still let you run a bit faster? No, this isn't even the Vitasaur, it's the bloody Blood Saga. It's the other needle gun. One hit being 15%. Okay. Oh, thank you, Zero Rara. TF2 public ambassador, 60 FPS every month or so. It's the 60 FPS tag that makes all the difference, you know. Because back then, it was rare for videos to be in 60 FPS. So I thought I'd be cool and make one and tag it, even though it took like hours to render. Because I used to do this on a laptop, I'm pretty sure. Do you want an Uber? Does this guy want an Uber? Go. Go, go, go. Nice Uber. I kind of like playing Medic in pubs. I know I never do, but whenever I like randomly decide to play them, I always enjoy just randomly critzing people. It's pretty fun. Oh, whoops. Hello. Did I air headshot someone in a commentary? Let's talk about the ambassador. That one's like, it's that or the banned weapons one that was the most amount of work I've ever put into a video. Unless, I mean, the SFM one's obviously, but that's kind of cheating. Obviously, animation is harder than editing a video. But in terms of like time spent, I think it's the band or the ambassador video. Ah! Do you want to go? You're gonna have this Uber. Go on. That's an Uber charge. Oops. Grab this health pack quickly. Yeah, you still get the minus 10 health, do you? Okay. Now you can do 60 FPS videos, no one cares that they're there for content, not quality. Well, I mean, also the bitrate matters. Like, some people don't really know how they're rendering their videos, so they just do it in whatever the default settings are for their recording platform. And they don't pay attention to bitrate. Or trying to keep the YouTube compression down. Like, trying not to spend all the video looking at, like, confetti probably helps. I'm still alive. Is they waiting for the next Let's Talk About or Fresh Fortress? I honestly wanted to make Fresh Fortress, like, streams. Like, I just wanted to stream it. But I ended up just taking it way less seriously and just... Oh, good. I ended up just streaming, you know, this sort of thing. Just like pubs, a little bit of Highlander, random stuff. So we never really got round to it, you know? But let's talk about stuff like... I cut it early. I honestly should have milked it. But I just meant for them to be, like, directed commentaries. You know, like, with a goal. That was obvious. But at this point, I'm pretty sure I've done one... It's been like a few years since I've done them, so it'll be a bit weird to revisit them now. But this one, I've done one in every class and all the spy weapons, right? So it'll be kind of weird to do another one. It would have to be like one of those really weird niche videos that YouTube channels do, where they go like... I'm gonna go join Discord. Where they go like, hey, let's talk about existential dread. You know, like they use the same title, but then they like pull it into something weird and niche. Are you gonna play Lobbies? I would like to, but there's the only Highlander ones are Bomb Blitz, and I don't really want to play sixes. Hey, Cake.
Hey.
How's it going, brethren?
It's going pretty well.
You're doing good? I'm doing okay. I got a rejection email from that job that I thought I did pretty good in the interview about.
I imagine they probably get a lot of people applying.
Well, it's more that the interview I thought went really well, and I got on quite well with the lady, but apparently they just needed different experience or something. I don't know. They wanted people who knew a lot more Kotlin than I did. So even though I was like, well, I could pick it up in like a week, they were like, we don't care. We want someone who's already worked with it.
Yeah.
Which is a bit horrible. It's sort of like, you know, why did you take me through this interview? It was a little stressful if you were just going to say no because of something on my CV, which you said you'd read through.
Just checking if you're gonna do something like amazing in the interview, I guess.
Well, I thought I did pretty good at it. I thought I managed to like pull my own CV really well into what the questions they were asking, so it really is, I think, that I screwed up on the experience and not the CV.
You probably didn't do anything wrong, but there are people who are just like amazing at interviews, like specifically.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I could have like maybe pulled a few fibs and gone like, oh yeah, you know, I've been working on my own personal projects on this, but I can't show them right now.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know. I wasn't that interested in the job either. It was like a bit out of London, so it would have been like a pretty long commute. And I would have had to like take a train every day and stuff, so I'm not too fussed. But I was a bit annoyed because that's like the first reply to a job I've had in like months now. You did an interview this morning. How did it go? Hello. What's your probability of returning to Pro Highlander? 0. Hello, Cake, sorry.
Are you still applying? Sorry.
I'm applying for jobs constantly, yeah.
A lot of stuff, yeah.
Well, I have to, you know?
Yeah, understandable. Yeah.
Unless these TF2 classic videos all get several millions of views and launch my Twitch career.
Pop off.
We never know,
So
right?
I've been confused about this. Are you playing classic right now?
This is TF2.
This is
Ooh!
just normal tier 2. Okay.
This is TF2, but it's on the THG server, and they're playing... It's the fun service, they play custom maps like this.
I was just confused, because, like, where do you download? I talked to
You Google it.
as well.
It's a source mod, so... It's not... How do I explain this? The installation isn't hard.
SDK thing is not.
You install the Source 2013 multiplayer SDK through Steam, which isn't that hard. There's even a link on the website that takes you straight to the game download and does it in the launcher. But you install that, and then you download the files off like Mega, or whatever upload system they're using.
Oh.
And then you drag those into your Steam's downloads source mods folder.
Fuck.
And that's it. You just drag them. You just drag the game into your source mods folder, and you need to download the multiplayer thing because that's what the game is running on, basically. But it's really not that hard. And then you launch it. There's like a launcher.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the game is really good. It runs really well.
Yeah, TK mentioned that there's like only the, well, like in quotation marks, good weapons.
I think
Some of them are a bit weird from what he told me.
I think it's not quite what's advertised. I think it's got some really cool stuff that makes it like old TF2. But they added a bunch of really weird things that don't make a lot of sense.
Fan favorites, right? Like
There's
people would just want because else people would be angry.
But there's a lot of stuff people didn't ask for. Like they added, I tried it in a video which isn't out yet, but they added a thing called the sniper revolver, or the hunting revolver or something for the sniper, which is really broken. And as far as I can tell, a unique concept. Or like I know they originally wanted before the Huntsman was out, they wanted the sniper to have like the walk around or whatever. I'm assuming it's based off of that.
It's TK reminded me of like Stabby's Ambi script.
Yeah. It's like the FOV
That's how it
lower.
felt, yeah.
It's really dumb though because you can fire headshots that do 120 at the same speed of the sniper rifle. Oh, sorry, the same speed of the revolver. And there's no weapon spread. So if someone's there, you can just hold left click on their head.
It feels like the kind of weapon that's like, when you get used to it, it's just going to be disgusting.
You don't even have to get used to it. Like, I spent half the video being confused why I wasn't getting headshots and thinking I was bad, and it turns out you actually have to scope in with it. So you're actually forced to use the part of it that makes it broke. Like, not the part that makes it broken, but the part that makes it even easier than, like, the Ambassador or whatever, is that, like, it's got the built-in scope.
Yeah.
And you have to use the scope, like, to use it. So you're, like, forced to use it in easy mode, basically. You don't get any bonus for no-scopes. It's just really weird, and everything reloads in one clip at a time. So you shoot all 6, and then you get all 6 back instantly, like the shortstop.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not even like, you know, you have to do one at a time like the scattergun, and that's what makes it balanced.
They had the classic as well, right? Just the
No.
classic.
Nope, classic's
No?
not in it. Nope.
What?
Yeah.
That's the classic, though.
There's this spy gun as well that makes your screen black, halves your sensitivity, and halves your move speed. And you can spam it, and it's a projectile. And you have like 20 shots on it.
TK as well. That was one of the things I don't like.
It's extremely dumb.
Movement impair, like the Natasha does it. Even like just movement speed, right? Super annoying. Having your sensitivity changed
Is even worse. Yeah.
It's just like I'd rather just give up. Like I don't want to get used to like some stinky weird sensitivity.
I had a funny thought the other day. I think I spoke to Chris about it. But you know how like I don't remember anything about this game. I'm always like, oh, is this what the I forgot they changed the Vita sword with all the, you know, all that. Oh, is this what the shield does? I thought it would be quite funny at some point to make a mod like Boomer mod or like Woolen mod, where I just mod all the weapons to do what I'm pretty sure they do, and that's it.
Yeah, they don't have to like.
You know,
it doesn't have to be true. It's just
what I'm pretty sure they
like
do.
2013.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure the charge gives you like fire immunity and like makes you move in a straight line really fast. Like maybe there's like 10% explosive resistance on it.
This game is gonna be like, this mod would be super detailed for the like classes you play, like Pyro Spy.
Oh yeah, the degree
like,
set, like 200 times.
Yeah, they just work really well. It's all like, oh, that's amazing. And you play like heavy. Oh, it's just, oh, I don't remember what heavy does.
Oh, the warrior spirit halves your health and does 10 more damage. Easy. But I thought it would also, but like I also had like a weird thought. It's like I could also make my own balance mod alongside a Boomer mod or integrate it. And I thought of a good way to balance all the things I hate. So I was going to make it so the sniper's default taunt could be replaced with a big beefy dab. Because I think a lot of people playing those mods would be like, okay, what have you done with Sniper? Have you changed his like scope headshot damage? And like, I don't care enough. So instead of changing anything on Sniper, I thought I would just make it so he does a dab as his default taunt. Just as like a funny meme, you know? All the people that go in being like, oh, did you fix the Machina to stop, you know, murdering people? Like, no, but you can dab now. It's fantastic. And you could change it so every single weapon that lowers move speed actually breaks sentries. So like, the Natasha can do more damage to sentries. Or like, the Sandman can like one-shot minis. And the Wrangler can halve the health of your sentry in exchange for like doubling its firepower or something. You know, like, I like the idea of that. Of like, instead of having these weapons that impair ability being bullshit, making them break the real bullshit in Engineer. Yeah.
Oh shit.
You're right there. Or making it so like the Diamondback does 200% damage to sentries. Like, bam. Boomer mod.
I think the Sniper is kind of a funny thing.
I just want to make him dab.
Sniper's strong. Like, right.
It's really hard to balance him. Like, most people in pubs are shit anyway, you know? Like,
yeah, and it's like, but everyone has played an FPS game. And I think in every FPS game ever, Sniper's just strong.
yeah, there's not really anything you can do.
That's just how a sniper works.
I guess you could make it so he, like, takes mini crits when he's scoped in or something, so you really have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, but you just die, wouldn't he? Like, it'd be impossible to play for
Yeah.
players.
Yeah. Which is really annoying.
We cannot balance the game like around the fact that you sometimes run into like a competitive like Division 3 sniper, and that's like destroys a pub.
How the hell is that sentry still up? I just shot 8 stickies and 4 grenades into it with an Uber.
Valve can like hire a team to go through profiles, and if they find someone who plays like TF2,
Ban
get
them.
like a fucking nerf on their sniper.
Yeah. I don't know, but I thought a Boomer mod would be really funny. But the problem is I don't want to have to pay for my own server to run it on. So I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. But as far as I can tell from High GPS, he said that there's like just a package you can install now that makes it really easy to mod the game. I think it was made by the people who made those like funny meme weapon videos on YouTube, maybe. So I'm pretty sure you can just make it so like you can just
funny memes, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can just directly modify stuff. Didn't I have an old server? Yeah, in like 2014. By the way, am I peeking the microphone, chat? Like, I keep seeing it go like all red. Karma? I don't
You're
know.
fine, but I guess I don't
watch
hear
it.
you on stream.
Do I need to lower my mic volume, chat? Oh wait, did I touch it earlier when I was doing some cleaning earlier? Hang on, I'm gonna go quickly check the mixer.
Chat while he's checking the mixer. Spam like moi.
The volume should actually be lower than it is by default. What map is this? Stolberg, okay. Yeah, my mic is really loud today, is it? Oh wait, hang on, why is that? How are you doing, Sir Cake? How's...
Well, I just like made some food in a meeting, and I was playing
Is that better,
good old
chat?
Terraria, you know. Never
you're
played
playing
that
that
game
again?
before. Yeah.
Oh, it's this
I'm
map.
still playing the like super difficulty. I only just made it into hard mode. It's actually
Oh, the siege.
ridiculously hard. Other than that, nothing really.
Good to hear you're
I'm on
enjoying yourself.
vacation right now, so I'm just. You're really low now, by the way.
Am I? Like, really,
On
really, really
Discord,
low?
I can turn you up on Discord. I don't know about stream.
Hang on, I'll raise myself to 69 in Windows. Your friend sounds louder than you. That sounds
Yeah, I think you. Yeah, that's a problem if I'm louder than you. That's never happened.
Okay,
before.
try that. Try that, chat. Is that better? I don't want to peek. I guess I must have opened, like... Honestly, it was probably TF2 Classic.
I don't
Like,
know what
Valve
you've
titles
done.
do it.
But
Yeah?
for the first time ever, I am audible on your stream.
No, it's just Discord has made you really loud. It, like, works now. It's completely random if Discord works or not, but I can hear you really well.
Interesting. Okay.
You're always excited when one runs Gunspy. There's a lack of Gunspy content on YouTube. What if you
Hey,
type
chat.
in
You
TF2
can hear me for the
Gunspy
first time.
and then type in year equals less than 2017? I'm sure you'll find a lot of videos. Mike's better, but Cake's loud. Okay.
I was googling something out of curiosity yesterday because there used to be like a TF2 wiki for all the like teams that played like Highlander and Sixers.
Yeah, I was never on there. It made me sad.
Yeah, that's my curiosity. I was checking which Danish players were on. Danish players were on there, and like the Gunspy thing.
Are there
What's
any?
it called? Is he called Kronk? Made like an article about Toast, and I read it. I'd
Kronk
never
doesn't
seen
play
it when it came
Gunspy.
out.
Kronk was
No, but Kronk made an article about Toast
Did he?
that I had never seen, like 2016 or something.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh, I didn't know, like, I didn't know it was like such a
Was it really good?
noticeable thing. It was decently written.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Toast is like, for like boomers, he's like the best spy, right? Surely.
Yeah, people say just like, I don't know. He probably is.
Like literally who else? Like out of when I played Prem, right? I'm not gonna say myself, but there was
I mean, you were up there.
Well, there was,
aim,
like-
at the very least, you had very good aim.
maybe top 3. Because in Prem there was me,
I'm
Toast.
thinking, like, if I had to think of spies that annoyed
There
me,
was
it's
Z-Man.
Inso was so annoying.
Inso was like before I played Prem though. Like he was obviously like the best at the time. I think was he? I don't remember. It was like him, Polar.
Spy, yeah, made the gun spy as well.
Yeah. I don't remember. I used to know all this stuff really well. But there was what, like Inso,
like the
Polar...
spies I hated the most to play were like Nignando.
Solid?
Like that.
I don't
Was that
remember who
Finnish
else.
guy you were friends with as well?
McNando. Oh, D'Amato?
Another one. I don't remember.
There was
Another guy.
when we
It was
played.
Chikahu's friend.
When we played. Oh,
No,
Dizzy.
Finnish. Yeah, Dizzy.
Dizzy. Yeah, I love Dizzy.
Yeah, but I just despise like him, McNando, stuff like that. Because now Spice.
Yeah, they played Invis Spy.
I have like no game sense. So.
Yeah, they played Invis. But when we played, it was me, Toast, McNando, Z-Man joined in. I think Nightmare played for a little bit. Who else?
Towards the. I don't remember.
Was that it? There were other spies. I think what's his face for Chess Club used to
Grandpa
play.
Bob.
He didn't
Grandpa
really
Bob
play at the
played as
same
well.
time.
That's Steve Panda. Oh, not
Did he?
Steve Panda. Panda, the High Panda. Did he not?
I'm talking about more than I played, so like 2015 to
Did you
2017.
not play at the same time as Granger Bob?
I did play at the same time as Granger Bob for some seasons.
Huh.
We played on England, remember, when I was actually good
I
at
still
the
think
game,
Toast
and then they
is the
kicked me
best
off.
spy. I don't think he technically is anymore.
Is he not?
He doesn't play Highlander, does he?
Oh, does he not? Oh, yeah, it's
I mean,
probably
It's like
whoever's still
it's
playing. McNando, maybe,
It's
if
like
he's still on.
Simana or Mignano or something. It's like from that point of view, the thing I want to say is like, I think like from a technical point, he's
Hard
probably
was
the
good.
best spy that has played. But
Is he?
Yeah, I think so. At least in Europe, right? I don't know about America.
I think
They play, like,
Akuma was
differently, so-
really, really, really good. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I guess the Americans are different, but
I think in
European at least. Let's
America,
say European Highlander.
Highlander was more serious. So I'm pretty sure the top of Euro
You
Platinum
can say
was
Gunspy,
harder.
It was, I don't think America had many gut spies.
It was really pretty much just Akuma, I think. I don't know very well, but I know BK knows him. BK was his Twitch mod. I'm pretty sure he was like the American version of Toast. But he played for like way longer. I'm pretty sure like Akuma was around for fucking 8 years.
I don't know where the fuck I was taking this. It was just the article I read. It was kind of funny. It was like TF2 articles mentioning like the guy I've known since I was fucking 10.
Yeah, actually, that would be really weird. But what about when you see all these posts about oh no. There's none.
Oh.
The only posts you see
Yeah.
about Woolen are people asking about my HUD on
It's-
TF2. What's the sixes? Oh, bloody.
I don't know, but
TF2,
they want your HUD.
TFTV.
I know people
TFTV.
want your HUD, they're like, why do you want this stupid fucking like YouTuber's HUD? And then they're just angry. It's like there's either or.
Yeah,
I
it's
just find
pretty
it
strange.
funny because I don't know, I didn't beg, but I was like, you have to play comp TF2. Like I told Toast.
I thought you
He just
hated
didn't-
it.
He,
He just played like
didn't want
Badwater.
to. Yeah, he didn't want to play comp. I was like, you have to try, man. Just give it a try. And then he just turned out to be like a million times better than me. So, you know, that really paid off.
Yeah, that happens
kinda
with like
funny.
everyone
just
in my
better at
chat who
games
played
than me.
Osu after me. They all ended up being like way better.
Hmm.
Like Lifemar tried out. He played it for like a year, and he was in like 4-digit. It's pretty wild. But who still plays Prem chat? You're in on this, I'm sure. I've been told that Highlander in Euro is still pretty much as strong as it used to be, at least on ETF2L. Who's the current like
It looks
spies?
interesting still. STCK is still absolutely dominating.
So I guess Z-Man's probably the best spy then, right? Because he was
He had a break. Didn't he go to the military or something? I don't know.
he's finished, so
He
he
did something.
probably would have at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have to, don't they?
they have conscription, yeah, which sounds like constipation, but it's much worse.
Maybe he has that too.
But yeah, chat. Who's like the top people? Joe and Layla still play, right? Who do they have? There's
Someone
Swipers?
just Castle Rock, but that's a sniper. Castle Rock just joined Failer.
Is that Kasazarok? That's Koff, isn't it?
No, Kath is Kunu.
Oh, Kono, yeah.
But like,
I
it's
remember
funny
him.
because when I played like High and Prem, all these people were like just starting out.
They were like
playing,
mid
Castle
and
Rock, Kath.
Highlander Open and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and then like it happened like around the time that Cloudy became like just better than me, like way better than me, and then all these people just like came like, oh shit, like I had played like way higher than them. They just fucking.
Well, that happened with all of
destroy
us,
me.
didn't it? Didn't like Porky play in like Highlander Open, and
Yeah,
like
it's just kind
all
of
these other
sad,
people?
Because I think I spent.
I could have been
Sometime,
a
like-
mentor for that. Think of how cool people would think I was. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, Woolen was my mentor back in 2015."
But it's funny though, right? Because there's like a memory of like, oh, at some point these people played like a really high level, but we weren't ever like good enough to be. I mean, you might have been most because you also like
I was really good at
YouTubers
team
and
hopping.
stuff like that.
I was good at
It's,
like joining the good teams
But
and
it's like
leaving my friends
players
behind.
that are older than us, like the first like generation of the players. Everyone remembers, right? Like all the first like.
People know
players.
Cake, don't they?
I don't think so, dude. It's kind of sad. I'm gone, man.
I don't think you are. Surely
I mean,
more people
I
know
guess-
you than like McNando, right?
If you ask people,
What did I do then?
like, if you've watched the Nations Cups, you should know who I am, right? Like,
Yeah.
Denmark did really well.
Denmark usually
But
do
I
really
don't
well.
think I'm known as like one of the notable members of Team Denmark. Most people would just ask why Thalash wasn't playing sniper. It was quite cool, honestly.
I think if we wanted like fame, we should have just played sixes. Because I played like a million
Yeah.
seasons of sixes, but only ever in like open or like Div 6.
Yeah, with like our friends who've never played comp before.
It was always really fun though. I don't know if I was allowed to do that honestly, because like I'm pretty sure I have like 30 seasons of sixes. I feel like I probably shouldn't have still been allowed to play open. But like the way the division system works was like, excluding that one season where I roster rode in high with the Weebs, I was like always legal to play in like the lowest div.
We had this season, you know, where we played with all your like viewers, like Hermie,
Oh yeah,
Frank, and stuff like that. Where I played heavy.
they played
And
quite
we
a bit
had
later.
UGC official, where an admin was spectating,
Yeah.
and I don't know if he was like if he'd been told, if he was suspicious or something, but I wasn't technically allowed to play, right? Because I played both Plat and everything.
Yeah, I could swear that Highlander mattered like a small amount. Like if you played Prem in TF2, you probably aren't allowed to play in open sixes, but I don't actually think it matters.
No. This was Highlander when we played the Highlander team.
Oh, Highlander,
Like,
they probably don't allow it.
like
Yeah.
what was it, like silver, iron, whatever? But they were like watching. I was like, I'm not allowed to be here, but they never noticed. I guess I played like really shit that game, so they were just like,
Also, I guess they were on
have
heavy.
one player from Plat.
Oh yeah,
okay,
one player from
maybe it
Plat.
was okay then.
Which seems
I don't
really
remember
weird,
what
because
it was.
technically, I'm pretty sure we lost a bunch of at least like sixes games. Because in Div 6, they'd bring in like a Div like 3 soldier or something to carry. And the difference is just like massive.
Yeah, you remember that season we played the last one where I said to Bloodis that we shouldn't play open?
Yeah.
I was at low instead of open. And he was like, well, you have good players. And then we just got destroyed and it was really cool.
I don't remember that.
Liked that.
I remember playing with like us when we had like Chris playing sixes and stuff. That was pretty fun.
Yeah,
Are there
we
any
got
Spy
destroyed.
season MVPs after the Ambassador nerf? I mean, probably not, right? Like, Spy was really good with Gunspy. No one's gonna give, like, Granger Bob MVP, even if he's really good with Invis, just because, like, no one really pays attention to it. You occasionally see, like, the Medic drop when you go really
Just that
cool.
KD shit.
Yeah. It's really hard to tell from logs if someone's good at regular Spy. It's really easy to tell if they're good at Gunspy, because you just see if they've got more headshots than the sniper.
Yeah, the KD goes... brrr.
I got really good at farming KD. Like, at some point I realized that I just don't have to die in the game, so I can just sit on health packs all day. So even if I was doing nothing, I'd try and get games where I had like at least like a KDA of like 4 or 5. And it was not that hard to do. Like, even if you weren't getting kills, if you weren't dying, your KD wasn't changing. Spy became useless after the nerf. I mean, isn't Stock Spy in this current day literally the strongest it's ever been? And Stock Spy used to at least be as viable as Gun Spy. I've got to imagine if you're good at just stock, you can probably, I don't know about carry your team, but you can probably seriously help a shit team, at least do in like the middle of the season.
The team we played, like, even though it was Highlander, haha, XD, like, I played heavy.
Yeah?
And I did really well, you know. It's just the fact that I have, like, the game knowledge
Yeah.
was enough to, like, make, like, me a
Game
big
sense
role.
makes such a difference.
I had to
Especially if
main
you have
call
any
as well,
calls.
though, which was
Yeah.
not fun at all, because I'm not a main caller whatsoever.
Well, I played that season with Snow, right? And I played like medic on like CP Steel on a team that had like basically never played it against a team that had clearly scrimmed it a bunch. And the Snow's team that I was on was like shitting on this other team because they were like mid or something. And I was like, yeah, but this is Steel. Like this CP Steel is like where mid teams win against plat teams. That's like the whole point of the map, is that it like tests game sense. That's why it's really good in Highlander. And it was really hard to main call. Like, medic on Steel. Like, what do you do? In Prem, you can just be like, you know, do your thing on the flank. I'm sure you'll win every DM. And the combo should just know what they're doing. I got really lucky to play with, like, I think it was Super Dickmans. I think they were, like, really good at CP Steel. Because it was, like, it's like everything you dream of when you play Steel. You know, like, when you play and your team has no idea what they're doing and you lose constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like those, when you have those like thoughts, like, what if our team actually had a plan here? What if we knew exactly what to do here? It's literally that. Like, the flank was always
like
the same, and the combo was always the same, and the strat was always the same and worked. It was really good.
It's kind of like demotivating as well if you are losing and you're trying to main call. Like the feeling of like defeat, where if you're like, oh, my team isn't like actually paying attention to what I'm saying, like nobody's doing what's being told, right? It just kills your like drive to play so much.
Yeah, I get you.
I don't know. I think Highlander was especially bad at it. 6 is not so much, because you're just less people. But it's so
Also,
hard.
6 is just faster. Like,
It's
Steel.
so hard to control 9 players.
Hey, Tommy.
I'm just sitting here being like old farts.
Hey, Tommy, how
Wow,
smelly are you
I
feeling
did
today?
like 6 years ago.
Oh,
I wanted to add to you're talking about
You go.
the Steel team and them not doing stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I miss when I was so good at main calling TF2 that I could micromanage your entire Highlander team in Steel and Silver and stuff.
Why?
That was good times. Because I was like the experienced player on Team Mean mode, like my team that I really liked. And I just micromanaged the entire, like, I could micromanage the flank, and I could trust the flank as well because there was a soldier we had called Tom, and he was really, really good.
Do I
And
know Tom?
Obviously, he's a gamer.
Was he a
called Tom.
Sixes guy?
No. No, you're thinking of T0M, Tom.
Am I?
This guy was just a normal Tom, you know? And Toms are all god gamers anyway. But,
Yeah,
Obviously, yeah.
like, he would, like, help with the flank by just not, like, dying and being a gaming god.
Because his name is Tom,
Like,
right?
I micromanaged the entire thing and could, like, speak the entire time. Now I can't even speak when I play games.
Yeah. I remember the games you played demo for us in the UGC season I had, where I didn't have to call anything. It just freed up my mind so much, man. Like, to play the game.
Yeah.
You're reminding me of, like, when I first started playing Sixes... Oh, there's a Highlander lobby. When I first started playing Sixes, I played Soldier, and for whatever reason, because it was, like, our first season, and this was, like, I don't know, like 2012 or 13 or something. No one really knew what they were doing, and there were no, like, videos or anything on how to play Sixes. They just decided I was going to be the main caller on Pocket, having never played Sixes. And they got in some, like, Div 3 soldiers or something, or, like, some, like, really good soldiers to try and teach us all how to play. And they tried, like, I, like, took notes and stuff on a sticky note. And then when it actually came to playing, no one listened to anything I tried to do, and I realized that literally everything I was doing was made up on the spot anyway. And it was like... But it was main calling, but I didn't have any experience to work on. Normally when you're main calling, you've at least played the map a few thousand times, and you're like, easy game.
Yeah.
But, it was really weird. And then the next few seasons later, like 2014 or whatever, I played Scout, and I didn't have to say anything. I literally just shoot people, and it was like, this is so much more fun. Your entire brain just turns
I
on.
don't get medic players. Like, I don't get the appeal.
It's just so weird. Sixes can get to a grinding stop very quickly. Well, yeah, I mean, it's all just choke points, isn't it? But Sixes, I think, is more fun either in the lowest divs when you're rolling, because you just have DM and you can do stupid things like pushing without an Uber, without any knowledge of what they're doing. But, like, it's also really fun later on where, like, you know both sides are playing by the book and doing the rules. So you start to be like, okay, we have 5 seconds more chip damage than they do. And we have 2% more Uber than them, so if we can try and get two people to go through here at the same time as we do this, and we can try and distract them here, I think that's really cool. And then, like, you can tell what the other team's going to do to react, because you know they're also playing by the books.
That's why
it's satisfying.
You need a Tomu in the works for Sixes.
You need someone to just randomly throw out some bullshit and go, hey, Woolen, I know you're not feeling good on your Scout DM today, but can you just go under Badlands and, like, shoot one soldier? That would be great. And I'd be like, okay.
I was just thinking, you know, pull out the heavy whenever you need to.
What's with this flying crate, by the way, in spawn?
I like it. It's jibing, you know?
Yeah, is there, like, something underneath that crate that isn't showing, like a bush, or...?
It makes a bonk sound when I hit it with my pan.
Bonk.
I'm going to pre-ready up for this lobby. It's not a mumble lobby, though, so I'm going to stay in here. Well, sides up as low in the TF2 center helper. I should. If they put me as anything other than low, that'd be really weird. Like, I haven't...
It also depends on what, like, class you play, right?
I think it depends what class you play, but also I haven't played a league in years.
It puts me, like, 1 star, or it used to put me 1 star higher. But I had a terrible rating as well, because I didn't really play lobbies.
I mean, I only ever really played lobbies on streams, so... Mine are usually from me pissing around. I'm surprised I ever got a score above 1. Like, I'd play lobbies and be like, we're going to play Eternal Reward Spy, and then half the time it would be really good, surprisingly, and the other half I'd do literally nothing all game.
I don't understand this newfangled system, this TF2 center system.
I'm surprised that TF2 Center's still around and also still has a massive player base. Apparently they fixed it.
Massive.
I launched it the last time you were streaming lobbies to see, like, what lobbies you were in, and I was like, maybe I'll join.
I haven't noticed any difference.
You've done a lot of, like, in Mumble or whatever, and I'm like, I don't want that.
I don't play those.
I thought I didn't, but one of the last solo streams I did, and I actually had a really good time. Cause there's like this like, am I still in Mumble? I am. Okay. There's like an Illuminati on TF2 Center that apparently I was invited to at some point over the last 5 years.
Yeah, I got that as well.
So sometimes I get to play lobbies, and there's like old friends in there that I like haven't spoken to in years, and it's nice to just go like hello to.
Yeah, I thought Scissors was in it, and I was like,
yeah,
really?
There's like old people. I'm pretty sure I spoke to.
I'm sure he quit.
Who did I speak to? Anyway, it's more fun as well when, like, we join Mumble and, like, some of the chat members are there. Like, Spy Crabs is really fun to play with.
Yeah, first time I heard Spy Crabs, I just couldn't help but think of myself.
Oops.
I thought he sounded kind of similar to me. But...
Yeah, but Mumble Lobbies I actually had a
sound
lot of fun
similar to
in.
him.
It felt like playing Highlander, but, like, less bullshit.
I always have that though, where I like watch someone play TF2 and I'm like, maybe I want to play some TF2, and then I launch it, and then it's like,
I have gone through every stage of burnout on this game, and in the currently I've reached that like that nice zone where I have such a massive variety of games that I'm playing right now that like it's back to just being a brain dead game that I'm happy to just play whatever, and I have literally no like mental block whatsoever. Like, I don't know about you, but I definitely had a point where I was like, I can't play TF2 because that's what people are expecting. And I don't really want to play it. So I don't just want to play something because... Not because I want to play it, but because other people want me to play it.
I mean,
yeah.
I stretched out the lifespan of TF2 for myself. I like learned how to like do jumping and like jumping maps and all that. I just did so many different things to keep playing TF2. Because I was like, what am I going to do otherwise? Like, it's TF2. I've been playing it for years.
I've gone past that now,
I
though.
see myself playing anything else. Yeah.
I'm happy to just play it whenever.
I'm not really a gamer anymore, am I?
I'm a casual gamer. You're a casual gamer too.
I don't really play many games.
I wish I wouldn't have to play so many games.
I'm a fucking addict.
Please hire me.
What else to do, man? Give me a full-time job, like a nice book to read and some red wine.
Oh, speaking of a book to read and red wine, me and Chris today, we cleared out my like entire like set of drawers that were just, do you have like man drawers just full of like random wires and electronics and shit? I have like an iPod shuffle in there. Yeah. I had so much crap. I have a black bin bag over there I need to chuck out.
Of like old technology.
I have a whole bin bag full of crap that I can throw away. There's like
cables from like my television from when I was like 10.
I have a DVD player with only a SCART connector, and my TV doesn't have a SCART connector, and the only DVDs I own is the Futurama collection, which is lower quality than the like Blu-ray you can get off like Amazon Video.
When I came back home a couple of months ago, I guess, and I saw that like my room had been like tidied and like my drawers had been gone through. And like my
Kondoing
wardrobe had been like emptied of all the boxes of like just random shit that I had, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I actually need any of this.
Yeah.
So we threw
you can't throw it out because what if, dude? What if?
Yes.
I still got one cupboard of like my desk cupboard is pretty full, so I need to empty that really at some point.
I just have so much old shit.
I got rid of a bunch of like random IKEA fittings. I don't know if you ever put together IKEA furniture and you're left over with a bunch of stuff like little braces and metal bits and screws. I just chucked all of them. Like I don't.
All the things you put in the screws with, I have like 1,000 of them.
Yeah, like washers and stuff. I just chuck them. Like I'm never gonna use them. I haven't looked in that drawer.
Now I have like a screw bag.
You gotta Marie Kondo it, all right?
My bed though, like I always had Allen keys, and I don't know where I put them.
I have like 50 Allen keys.
I know I had organized them into like one of my drawers, but now they're gone forever. So I guess this bed is just gonna go forever at some point. I'll just get a new bed.
Is that actually what they're called?
Allen keys are the sort of hexagonal L-shaped ones.
Hex keys, right?
Yeah, they're different to Allen keys, like a little bit. It's a particular kind. The things that you use to put together IKEA tables are Allen keys.
You have the hex.
Then you end up with like
screws.
15 now.
Yeah, every IKEA furniture comes with one.
Yeah, but it's really confusing because I'm always like, why the fuck do I have so many screws left over? Like, what did I do wrong?
That as well. I don't know what do they think you're doing with the screws?
I tell you what though, I'm sad. I was playing Wind Waker with Chris, and I wanted to play. You can connect your Game Boy Advance to your GameCube and play like, sort of like a second player, but not really. And I was really excited to do that because it's an opportunity to use like an ancient cable and my Game Boy Advance.
Oh, it's like the trading cable.
Yeah, same sort of thing. It connects to the GameCube though, but my one doesn't work. But we have 2 Game Boy Advances to test it on, and it's clearly the cable that doesn't work. And I know I have a second cable somewhere that I bought a few years ago as like a replacement, and we couldn't find it. I cleared out these entire drawer sections, couldn't find it. It's somewhere in this house. It's like a random cable that connects an old console to another one. I don't know where.
Dude, I remember being super popular because I had the Game Boy Advance like trading cable for Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because you could just like help other people trade as well. You could get your like last Pokemon involved. Like
about
what was he
Violet
called?
and
Alakazam, Golem, yeah.
Alakazam. Stuff like that. People were like, "Hey, come on, I need it. That good shit."
You know what's cool? You know how old Game Boy games have like the battery that dies after 5 years, so all your Pokemon eventually disappear? You can actually buy
You can replace them, yeah.
No, not only can you replace them, but you can buy a Game Boy Color cart thing that you plug into your Game Boy, or that you plug the Game Boy game into, and you can rip the Pokemon from the hardware into a format that's accepted by the Virtual Console games. So you can literally turn your like hardware Game Boy Pokemon into stuff that can be traded up to Sword and Shield, which is insane. Like you can trade up from a Game Boy to a Nintendo Switch. Isn't that like weird?
They did that when they made the changes for the first like the Nintendo, the DS, the little one, the I or whatever it was called.
DSi.
It had like you could put in both like a Game Boy game and a DS, and then all the Pokemon games had like an option where they could, they could open the box from like the old game.
Yeah.
Transfer the Pokemon into the new one.
They do that.
Sort of as they became newer, I guess they removed that because they didn't make money.
Between Gen 2 and 3, there was actually a cutoff where you couldn't trade Pokemon anymore. Like, there's no way to trade from Crystal to Emerald. Like, Gens 1 and 2 were forever, like, actually islanded off because there was no way to trade between a Game Boy Color and a Game Boy Advance. And, like, when the Virtual Console came out, that was actually the first time you could trade from Gen 1 and 2 to the new games. But, like, this is a way you can actually put the hardware up. Like, you can skip that weird step that Nintendo skipped. Also, is Kyobi, like, spawn camping me? Why? Why is he stream sniping? I, like, was walking through as scout, and he was waiting for me. He jumped out at the last second.
Stupid Kyobi. I hate him. And he smells weird.
He's strange. But anyway, I'm apparently, like, in my brain, I watch a lot of YouTube videos on them, but I'm really into the idea of modding old Nintendo hardware to still work. Like, I think it's cool when people make, like, LCD Game Boy Advances and stuff. You know? I think they're really cool. Anyway, that all aside, what are you up to right now?
Well, nothing in particular, but it's funny because I used to play the like, you mentioned the like lifespan of the old Game Boy games.
Yeah.
I started playing the Mystery Dungeon they made for Switch, like the remake of the old.
Yeah, you were really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's so weird playing that game again because the last time I played it, I can't have been very old. Like it must have been like 10 years ago, probably, right? So playing that game again and be like, oh shit! Like,
you have so much health.
I remember all this. It's so.
Did they keep a lot of the stuff the same, like with the Link's Awakening?
Yeah, it's like
remake?
the game. I think the game is like child-proof, kind of. There's a lot of stuff they've made different, so a child could play the game.
Made it easier.
Yeah, like they did with a lot of the Pokemon games, right?
Yeah.
Like they added shinies and stuff like that, and the Mystery Dungeon series has never had that. So there's like a few new things, but it's so funny playing through the story and be like, huh, like, I've done this before, but it's been so long that it's like I don't know, it's very nostalgic.
Yeah, I get you.
I don't know if the game is even particularly good, but I really like Mystery Dungeon.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it.
Legend. Okay.
I know it's not the most popular Pokemon series, is it?
I think it's surprisingly popular, but I've like almost never played it. I think I played one on a Game Boy Advance emulator like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I keep trying to convince TK to play, but you won't play it.
There's not enough waifus in it, I guess. You can only play as rock types. He's not into those.
No. You can play as all the starters and Pikachu.
He plays like Eevee.
Yeah, and Skitty, I think. And in the one TK hash, you can play as a Munchlax as well, which is like his
cute.
Minecraft skin. So it's like.
Wait, is his Minecraft skin not Snorlax?
Is it Snorlax? I thought it was Munchlax.
It's Snorlax.
Do they not look basically the same?
Oh. Munchlax is still just Snorlax, but tiny, right? So.
Yeah.
Take that,
I don't know why he
Dispenser.
hasn't played it yet, I'll be honest.
But I think
Mystery
like
Dungeon, Time, Darkness, and Sky are just amazing games. They didn't teach you, they didn't tell you that Pokemon games could make you cry. You know?
Sorry, did you not remember Marowak? Marowak the mother?
Yeah.
All that, yeah.
Fucking
To be fair, I
yes,
hate
that's-
Cubone's
I
mother.
hate that part. I hate Lavender Town.
It's so scuffed.
Like, I like Lavender Town, but I hate that part in the story. Like,
You don't like how the Pokemon literally died? Like it's a cemetery.
I don't like that.
It's actually a
I don't think
cemetery.
I
Like,
realized as
I
a
know.
child. It didn't really bother me because I don't understand.
Like when I was
just
going
played
around
with
with
them.
Let's Go, and then I was talking to them all, and they're just like, it's just so sad. So sad.
It hasn't really been an issue for you guys, I guess, because you're native English, but
a lot of
I
stuff
played
probably
Pokemon
missed, right?
when I was a child, right? Like I don't know how the fuck I made it through the games. I must have just walked around talking to everyone until something worked out. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't understand English when I first played like Pokemon. I just chilled,
You're
vibed.
just a natural
just-
gamer.
Yeah, I just played until something worked. That kind of patience or something, yeah. That surely has been lost at some point in my.
Was that pretty normal though, considering like, you know, most games probably don't have a Danish translation?
What's the second closest language to
Probably
Danish that you'd get, or is it literally just English? Because I know some languages are like, well, you can't
Probably,
get
like,
yours.
It would have to be German in that case, but nobody picks German. Everyone just picks English.
I don't know. There's a lot of
The thing they offer.
there's a lot of German, French, and Italian translations for stuff, aren't there? And like Mandarin.
Yeah.
But it's also the reason I think I learned English so early on. It's because I had to, right? To
Yeah.
play games.
Did you just look at
didn't
like the
have to.
particles that come out, and you're like, this is sort of fiery. He's red. Fire attack.
Yes, I mean,
You know?
Fire Lizard.
I must have used so many like ineffective moves, right? Like so many things I've done wrong. As a child, I played like Pokemon Emerald, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't like beat the Elite Four, right? But it's because I had no understanding of like why nothing worked particularly well. Like,
I used to
didn't know
have
what the fuck was a
so
fire
much
move.
trouble with the bloody Elite Four when I was a kid. I used to like restart the game constantly at the Elite Four just because I just thought it was like, I can't beat this. This is impossible. I'm gonna restart and play like another
You just
playthrough.
played through the story.
I played through Pokemon Blue and up to the Elite Four at least like a few dozen times. Like
My
I
friend like told me, oh, you should just buy like a million.
Always used to do
like,
that.
revives and like full restore, and then you can just do it forever. I was like, oh, and suddenly it isn't very hard anymore.
You know what makes it much easier in the newer games? Every bloody Pokemon learns a setup move, and all you need to do is use like Swords Dance 1 and you can one-shot everything. And when you're a kid, it just doesn't work.
Very easy.
I've never had trouble with Blue since being a kid, like as an adult. Even
I
just
mean, I don't think
playing casually,
that's true.
it's really easy. But as
Yeah,
a
I
kid,
think-
I would spend forever trying to grind up levels by like 1 or 2, and like,
But like as a kid, I refused to do typings as well. Like I just picked them if they looked cool. Now
Yeah.
I usually get like one of like each type, right? Like I always have like a flying Pokemon. You always have like water, electricity, whatever.
yeah.
Like a rock. Even if I think like all the rock Pokemon look like shit, you know, you always need something. I just can't do it.
I used to have a really weird, like, specific need for, like, what my team had to be. So it's fire and water, obviously. But then it's either electric or grass. I never had them on the same team, because I think I used them as, like, my water counter, and I just figured that there's no point in having both, right? Like, you just have either... So I'd either have loads of trouble against the Tentacruel on the way to the Cinnabar City, because I'd have a grass type. Or I'd have a... yeah, and also if I had a grass type, I'd do really bad against all the birds and stuff. Or I'd take an electric type and I'd be bloody useless in caves and my like water type died. And I just never put together you could run both. But it would be like a fire, a water, electric or grass, rock and ground, and then like a special. So that's where I'd put like a psychic or a ghost, or like a dragon or something. Like it only allowed one of those. One special, or like a fighting if you want to be really weird. But I never really used fighting. Like, I had such a specific rule set for what would fit in. And now I just realised that it just really doesn't matter. And also, all you need is 6 water types.
I
Physics.
really like flying.
Flying's cool. I always used to think they were kind of boring, but now I realise, like, flying and normal actually are, like, the coolest Gen 1 Pokemon.
It's like
Flying-
aerial
flying?
ace. Is
Pidgeot, dude.
Pidgeot's
Pidgeot.
cool.
Yeah, but it's like I played a lot of Diamond. I replayed it not too long ago.
Staraptor bloody
Yeah,
murders
exactly.
stuff.
You get him like you get Starly right away, and it's like I always just end up using it because it's such a cool bird.
There is the Gen 4 team that everyone uses, which apparently includes Staraptor, probably Infernape, if they've played the game before, because
I
it's
really
that
like
or
Empoleon.
one other water type. Empoleon's really good. That, Roserade,
Yeah,
because you get that as your first grass type, and it's really good.
I also think the big one looks cool. The one
Yeah.
you get the shiny stone. Is that Rosa, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
big one?
I don't know actually. Does he take a shiny stone?
Yeah, it's a shiny or a Dawnstone or something, right?
Because it used to be a Gen 3 Pokemon as Roselia, and then it
What's
evolved.
the other one that uses shiny stone? Is it Togepi's big one?
Togekiss, yeah.
Togekiss and Toge. What's the middle one? Togechick. I think.
Take a check, yeah. Take a
I
check.
really like Togekiss. I think it's a super cool.
Yeah,
Pokemon.
I like.
What else is on like that team chat? Like, you know, the Gen 4 team. I think everyone keeps saying
Get yourself a
Garchomp.
Lucario, bro.
Everyone gets a Lucario.
Get yourself a Lucario, man.
I didn't get the point of Lucario when I was a kid, because you see him
I
on
really
like
liked
Steel
him because he
Island.
was, like, cool fighter.
I just
he
didn't like
cool?
fighting types. I thought they were boring because
I thought
they
he was
die
cool.
so quickly to
Like,
He
psychic.
was a
Two-legged.
wolf, but now he's just like a furry character, so it doesn't have to take charm to me.
You're not
like
allowed to like
two-legged.
things anymore. The furries have taken them.
Garchomp as well. I love Garchomp.
I didn't think it was possible to get a Garchomp in Gen 4 because it was so hard to get a Dragonite in Gen 1. I just assumed you couldn't get one, and apparently you can actually get one really early. There's like under a
Yeah,
bridge
but-
somewhere you can just get one.
Dragons
It's
are
like
always quite.
in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you get like a
You get given a
small
Dratini.
one, like Gabite or whatever it's called, right?
You get given a Dratini in Gen 2, yeah.
You get the little dragon for Garchomp as well, the Gabite or whatever it's called. And I just love those two Pokemon. Even if it's two dragon types, I would always use them because I think they're just cool. Dragons are just cool.
I like dragons.
They are.
Dragons are really
In
cool.
in Gen 3, I spent so long leveling what's he called? The dragon
Salamence.
as well. That turns to Salamander. Yeah,
Aegon.
Yeah, he evolves really
Aegon.
late, doesn't he?
because
Yeah,
Salamander
Aegon
was
was-
just so cool.
He was in one tiny room in Mount
like-
Meteor.
Yeah, and you had to level him like 30 levels. It was painful, but
Yeah, it was really difficult to get him. I remember.
I don't know
But,
like how many
the
times I actually got a
Salamence is so
Dragonite when I was
cool.
younger. I'm pretty sure I got like a Dragonair a shit ton. Like I'd either fish for the Dratini in the Safari
Is it
Zone,
55 evolves.
or I'd like buy one. I'd spend all my money buying coins instead of gambling, because I thought gambling was rigged to never win. And I'd buy a Dratini. Well, I just assumed that there was nothing you can do to win. It turns out there's a trick you can do to win basically every time.
I
But, like,
always wanted to save
takes
up
so
for
long to get him.
Porygon, but I never did.
Porygon's really cool.
There was no other way to get Porygon, was there?
No, you had to
You had to gamble.
get it from the gambling thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I always assumed you're only allowed to get one of every Pokemon, like one of the Pokemon that you could buy, because you just only had so much money in the game. And it spent all your money on coins by the Elite Four, you could just about get a Dratini. So I just assumed you could only get one prize. You were not allowed multiples.
I
I,
just thought Porygon was so unique that it was just cool.
he's really cool.
You never saw him in the game either. Like he didn't appear naturally. Or
Yeah,
from
I
a
don't-
trainer. Nobody
thought-
had it.
I don't know if anyone actually uses him, yeah.
It's barely in the show as well.
Yeah,
It's just interesting. Well, it is. It doesn't. It's an ungendered, isn't it?
Yeah.
is it?
Well, it's just a computer program.
Yeah.
Can you not breed Porygon?
Does he have an evolution back then?
Yeah,
Does he have
no,
an
Gen
evolution?
2 he got Porygon 2, and Gen 4 he got
Yeah,
Zed.
and then he got like Zed or whatever. Yeah. I don't like the evolutions. I think Porygon as his standard form is the coolest one.
I like that
I like
Porygon's... I like Porygon 2. I like that it's also actually pretty good in like a lot of the generations. Like later on I think he's like really strong with Eviolite. He's weird
Into Red
because
Discharge, which was in Mystery Dungeon, a very good move.
he
Otherwise, not.
evolves 3 times but in different gens, so his stats are really weird. Because like in Gen 1 all the like unevolved Pokemon have pretty good stats, like Scyther.
Yeah.
And then Porygon got that twice, so he got 2, which had pretty good stats, and then Zed, which had also really good stats. It was really weird. I like Scyther, yeah.
I like how Porygon, like, I like 2 because I like how it evolves from being like a blocky kind of like straight
Yeah,
lines.
He's all
And you've got
smooth.
circular because it's like a computer program. It's kind of like graphics.
Yeah, I always thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah, I didn't even.
Hey, Mad
consider
Fox.
that, but yeah, completely.
I stream
yeah.
daily, Fox. Or do you mean you saw Willem's YouTube back then and then saw his Twitch link?
I always would have a Scyther as well. Go into the Safari Zone and spend like 500 hours trying to catch them before they run away from you.
I always played blue, so I always thought Scyther was incredibly cool because I could never get one. You know? Like the ones that you
Yeah.
can't get. Like I thought like the dog was really cool, like Growlithe. Because
I've
you only get
mentioned before,
Vulpix.
Scyther's my favorite Pokemon.
I really like Scyther. I
What's the
disrespected
name of the
Pinsir
one
though.
he evolves into?
Caesar.
Caesar.
Caesar's cool. You know in the current gen, just regular
say
Scyther is
that.
really good. They gave him
Yeah,
a like
yeah.
flying type stab that does like a shit ton of damage, and I think works with Technician to do like 120 base or something.
He would be in all my teams as well, like as a, just like unevolved, because I think Scyther is cooler than Caesar.
I didn't know this, by the way. Scyther and Caesar have the exact same base stat total. Like, if you add all their stats together, it's the exact same number. So Caesar isn't even a direct upgrade. They're like, it's a trade-off. I think Caesar is slower and more bulky, and Scyther has like maybe a better attack or something. Or he's faster at least. It's really cool.
Does he turn into a steel type?
Yeah, he turns into... I can never remember the typing, but I think it's like bug steel.
Bug flying.
He loses flying when he becomes...
That's not good.
So he loses ground immunity. So there actually is like reasons to use Scyther.
I just like Scyther.
I just like his
He's
cool.
cool.
Scyther's
I
really
could
cool.
never find a. I could never find. I used to collect Pokemon figurines.
Yeah.
Just the small ones, you know. That all children had. I could never get Scyther. I just couldn't find him anywhere.
Oh, I had one cake.
It's
Do you wanna
was
trade
such a
them?
bother, right? Oh yeah, I'm coming over. But it was such a bother because the ones I wanted, you could never fucking find. You could buy like packs with like 4 Pokemon in and like an emblem or whatever, but I just couldn't find him.
Yeah, we collected them as well, me and my older sister.
Yeah,
But we had quite a lot of them.
my sister and I did as well. But it's like the stuff, the Pokemon you wanted just
How
didn't
does he have
exist.
190 health?
I guess because they were generally the most popular.
If it makes you feel better, cake. If you're talking about like those small ones, the small figurine, like kind
They're
of
like
like
a few inches on there.
Caesar's
wings
really
fell
good.
off.
They always did. Oh, I
Wings
had
fell
like a Rattata and a Raticate and stuff like that. All the tails just fall off.
Yeah.
They couldn't be in like a box together because as a child you just rummage through them and all the
think-
loose parts would come off.
I think we probably kept it on like in the sun or something somewhere.
Did they lose all the
So
color?
It becomes like soft.
And, yeah, it just fell off.
I collected
Right.
them for a long time though, even when I got slightly older. They had those like Pokemon balls where you couldn't see what was in them. And I would spend like half an hour looking into like the hole to see if I could see any color. It actually worked pretty well. If you were looking for like a red Pokemon, for example, it's a really easy way to spot.
No.
My favorite one that we had was the Slowpoke.
Slowpoke's
So,
cool.
yeah.
the tail fell off, but then I thought that kind of fits in.
There's like a mission around that, isn't there? In Gen 2.
Which
They
one?
like steal.
Oh, right at the
steal
start, the
Slowpoke
Slowpoke tails. Yeah. Actually, we like earlier today, we finished watching the like Orange Islands. We might have like an episode or 2 left, but like towards the end, they keep talking about levels, and it's really weird. Like they keep going like, there must be a higher level Pokemon than you. It's like, what? They've never mentioned this before.
The Orange Islands is a really weird kind of point in the anime where it just completely changed.
It was really weird. I didn't kind of think I kind of enjoyed it, but like,
I love Orange Islands. I wish we had more of it. I wish it was in the fucking games. It was so good.
it seems weird that they made like Fire Red and shit, and they never made
and they
anything.
still put the Orange Islands. They put in islands.
Why is he so laggy?
They put in, like, 2 or
Like the
3
Sevi Islands, yeah.
Yeah, but
Or even Let's Go didn't add it, you know?
yeah.
But like, I thought it was cool also that like, they had a lot of Lapras screen time, and I like Lapras.
I love the island theme. Like, remember like the cards and stuff you could get with like the island theme on the Pokemon cards as well. Like, it was just so cool. Orange Islands was so good, but very weird.
Yeah, it was cool though that he actually bloody won something. And like, he had like a battle with like Dragonite and stuff, and all his Pokemon were useful. There was like a Taurus and stuff. Some cool stuff. But now I'm realizing that I have to like bloody like stream Johto like on a laptop because the like TV app doesn't have Gens 2. Also, there's a TV app. I was watching all this stuff on a streaming site because Netflix only had like the first 20 episodes, and it turns out there's an official app for free, and I didn't have to watch it in like 320p.
On the movies too.
I saw they had like 2 movies. Did they have all of them?
Yeah, they rotate through the movies.
I
Oh,
was watching the newest stuff on Netflix, but
Is it any
just
good?
doesn't have the same charm anymore. I mean, it's entertaining.
I think people like Sun and Moon. It's got like a squishy art style.
It's entertaining, but it's just like I don't know. It just doesn't catch me. I don't think my enthusiasm for Pokemon is as big.
I think it's because you won't have any nostalgia for the new ones, so it's literally just a kids' cartoon. Like at least the old ones, it's a kids' cartoon, but like,
Well, I do also watch anime, so
it's not the same, is
I
it?
don't know.
I mean, it is if you
It depends.
It's an anime, but like it's episodal. It's really long. There's no like overarching story. You know what I mean? Like in the older
Yeah,
ones,
it's just like, oh,
here's
this
like the
cat is
character of the
really
day.
hungry.
Yeah.
Let's feed the cat. How are we gonna do it? And then next episode something else. Yeah. I mean, it does have like some things like right. He wants to like become a Pokemon champion.
Who'd have
It does
thought, huh?
become. It does become.
Oh,
Ash
this,
did it.
he did do it.
Yeah, wasn't it like it was mega? It was like he actually did it. Like
In Sun and Moon, I think, yeah.
Poggers, dude.
It seems
After he got
weird.
scammed. After he got scammed by fucking Darkrai dude before, and
Didn't that guy, like, sweep every other person in existence, though? And he, like, that was, like, the last person before he had, like, nearly win, right? Like, he lost in Diamond and Pearl, like, one fight away, right?
yeah.
So, like, he was close. Then he had, like, a
Yeah,
Darkrai and a
He
Latios or
did a
something.
lot of the time. He would make it to like the finals.
Oh yeah, like a lot of time. And then it was just like this guy with his fucking legendaries, and you're like, shit.
You're like, this
that's
is
me.
the player character.
Damn. I can't believe Ash is an NPC.
Well, he, like, literally is, though. Like, he just fought Gary Oak in the episode we watched, and he got bloody, like, slashed by an Eevee. Who everyone said that Eevee's a high level, and I was like, why? He went, like, 120 episodes without talking about levels, and only now you're like, oh yeah, that's why...
Did you guys read the Pokemon manga?
I recently, like, a year or two ago, read all of Gen 1 and, like, half of Gen 2.
Gen 1.
It was really good.
I didn't want to read Gen 2, but it's like, the Pokemon fucking die.
Yeah, the Arbok,
There's
like,
like an
gets sliced
Arbok
in
that gets
half.
his fucking,
Yeah,
head
yeah, yeah.
sliced off. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
It's fucking mad.
What are you killing the Pokemon for?
A main character gets, like, frozen in ice. In, like, a cave. Like, thrown
Yeah,
there.
they say like Pokemon are actually super dangerous and you should be
Yeah,
careful.
they're really scary.
But they send the like 10-year-old children out to find them. It's like, what?
It's really good read, though.
What are you doing, man?
I need to get
It's
back into
good.
Gen 2. The app I was using, like, doesn't exist anymore because they decided after 10 years of piracy that piracy is bad. So I have to find somewhere else to read it. I haven't gotten around to it. But, like, Gen 2 was getting really good as well. They did, like, the bit where, like, the burnt tower falls down, and, like, just a bunch of people die or something, or everyone dies. Spooky as heck. Oh, an upward lobby. I can't wait to play one of my favourite classes. Oh, no, they've already gone. I guess I'll
Well-
play some soldier then. Wait, this isn't a mumble lobby, is it? No.
No. It's not.
Snot.
It's not.
Hello there, Hedgehortons. Pokemon's weird. I still don't really know what they're doing with it. Like, clearly it's just there to make money, but then sometimes it's like, is it really? Like, I feel like the people that worked on, like, Let's Go seem to just really do it in, like, a passionate
They
sort
just
of way.
did it.
Like, they just really, they wanted to, like, make something enjoyable, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like, the new games, I know I quite like Sword and Shield, but I do feel like I massively wasted my money buying the DLC.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that DLC.
Like, I streamed it once, and I keep looking at that hole in my, like, bank account. I'm just going, like, this was a terrible idea.
I'm hoping it pulls it back in
Well, I mean, I guess you have to buy the season pass, right? So I guess I own the next DLC as
You
well.
can't not get parts.
Yeah.
But that first one, we don't even have Green Monkey Man.
Green Monkey.
I don't know, playing it made me realize the few things I didn't like about Sword and Shield. Like, I know it sounds weird because they removed all the Pokemon from the game, but there's way too many Pokemon in Sword and Shield. Like, I just don't know what to have on my team. There's like 50 water types. And it's like, I just don't... It just makes you realize that they're just like models with stats and like, you know, weapons associated... I know weapons, like moves associated with them, you know?
It's just
They
like-
feel less like animals. They feel more like just
You have to choose which
computer
you like
things. Yeah. It just felt really weird playing the DLC and just being like, yeah, I guess I'll just use this move to kill this Pokemon, but it doesn't really matter because at this point there's about 50 other things that do the same thing.
I got level 100s and I smacked. And I was like, haha.
I wanted to play like on cart online, but like there's no game mode where like Dynamaxing isn't allowed. And I don't like Dynamaxing that much. I think it's kind of boring. I know people love it in like VGC, but I think I don't want to have to build around it, you know? I want to make a cool team. They made it really easy to like make good pocket monsters, right? With IVs and EVs and all that. But they added like Dynamax, so it just seems really weird, you know? You thought you'd be able to go from Kalos to Galar? What do you mean by that? Wait, is
In the
Kalos X and Y, or is that black and white?
But in the DLC, that's why.
Really?
Assuming.
So,
Yeah, go
how's
on.
your day, Tomo?
I woke up at 11 and I got out of bed. Oh my god, I've had three days in a row now that I've woken up and like from a dream. But the dream has made me like absolutely livid. Like I've been so angry every morning that I've woken up just from a dream. 3 nights in a row now.
It's wild what your brain can tell you, right?
Yeah, and it's the worst way to wake up. I think wake up angry.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
It can kind of ruin your whole day almost.
3
If you,
days in
like
a row.
wake up like angry.
I don't know if it has something to do with the cheese toasties I'm eating.
What cheese toasties you eat? Wait, you eating cheese toasties before you go to
Are you
bed?
taking drugs?
Maybe.
Tommy, what does cheese toasty really mean?
I mean, some cheddar, some bread, some Dijon.
Dijon,
That's
huh?
it.
The
I'm
entire
gonna go-
county of France.
Yeah, I just gotta put them all in there. Ground down.
Poor Elazul.
I turned them into paste, and then I spread it.
That's just bummer for me.
And then I eat it, and then like an hour later I'll go to sleep.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
kind of like a short day. But
But yeah, I don't know. Like today, what did I do?
Everyone.
I didn't do anything. I walked the dog.
Why would it make
Yeah.
sense for Kalos to be in the new DLC?
I didn't really get the message you sent, the tweet you made, Tomo.
Oh, because I was trying to take my dog out yesterday.
I just didn't get the confidence thing about the dog. I think.
Well,
you?
because I'm like, I'll take the dog out and that'll be great, and then my dog rejects me,
That ruined your confidence.
Yeah. Well, a little life I'd want to take.
If you're at a point in your life where your dog can ruin your confidence,
Yeah.
like then maybe yeah.
So that means your day
You
hasn't
made
been
it,
so
huh?
good then.
That was yesterday. I don't know. Today I was kind of like, meh
Yeah.
day.
That's fair.
I went GG to my dog. I did.
Did you tell your dog GG?
Yeah.
That's probably why he thinks he's better than you, because he doesn't GG. He just
Bitch.
GG no rees.
Dogs
That's
don't.
been a credit
Dogs
woman.
they don't anything.
First off in a crate, and then she eventually came out after it like shut the door, and then she comes out, and then she looks at me, and then turns around and goes back into her crate. So I just shut the door to the room that her crate's in. Left her. Fine, I'll go upstairs. You can have a nice nap.
Being a dog is.
She doesn't even sleep in her crate anymore. She sleeps upstairs.
Oh.
So, like, her putting herself in a crate is,
The game in general, because the two regions' IRL counterparts connect, and this casts a train station to a far-off land you never get to go to. Honestly, I'm still surprised that people like remember anything about X and Y, because I, for the longest time, confused it with Black and White. Like, that's how little I remembered about it. I really liked Black and White 2 when I played it the other month. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I never tried to. I tried.
I really didn't like Black and White 1. Yeah, I think it was not good.
Sucked.
But 2 sounds interesting because you actually get Pokemon in it.
2 I enjoyed because it felt like a really good ROM hack. Like, you could catch like so many different varieties of things, but also like the things that you were fighting in the teams, like as you got towards the end there were like level 70 and 80 Pokemon, I swear. So it like actually felt like someone had thought even remotely about the balance of the game instead of ending it at like level 20 or whatever. I swear like X and Y you finish at the Elite Four at like level 5. They're like using like a Butterfree and you're like, you found that too difficult? Don't worry, here's a Butterfree Eliolite that halves his health, so it's even easier to beat the Elite Four. I don't know, like, I didn't like X and Y that much. This is a lobby, you can do it in the lobby if you want. Or do you mean in voice? I don't know, depends how weird you think that'd be. X and Y was fun, you played since Gen U cycles. I mean, like, I know people like X and Y, but wasn't it meant to be, like, extremely by the books? Because Black and White wasn't received that well, because they tried to be a bit weird, so they went back to a formula.
Right.
Something like that.
I feel like it was just. I don't know if it was in response to Black and White, but I feel like it was just in response to making games easier because all games become easier now.
Black and
because
White was just weird though.
Easy
Plus it was,
games. Easy games
like-
equal easy sales.
Sorry, Tommy.
Also,
Okay.
like the gym trainers in Black and White as well. They kind of had a turning point where they started using like moves that were effective against you. like specifically, but then they would only do that. Like no matter the cost, they would just spam like one move if it was super effective. Like they stopped like like sleep powder or whatever. They would never do that. They would always be like, oh well, I have to use this super effective.
That reminds me, when I was playing 2, this is what like first got me off guard. The first gym leader is like the friend from Black and White 1. I don't remember what his name was. So he's like a character from the end of the first game. He's like a gym leader now. But like he uses like setup moves and stuff. Like I got set up on and swept by the first gym leader in a Pokemon game, and I was like, "Oh, I actually have to like play carefully." So I went and like I don't remember what I did. I think I got like an X defend or something, and like it was a really close game. It was really good. But I was like really surprised. He used like bulk up and stuff.
I get like flashbacks to Gen 2 and the first gym with the flying fucking invincible Pidgeotto.
It's also...
that thing would kill you really easily.
There was a Scyther as well that the first guy has that just like... He seemed to have like... His stats were like way too good for everything else.
In every game, one of the gym trainers was just like, fuck. Wasn't it like in Gen 3 as well, the lady with the Altaria?
Oh, Altaria is really good,
not,
yeah.
Like she just like did, she did so much damage.
Yeah, I mean, I think I remember in my first playthrough, I think I got through her like in like one attempt, but
I don't remember anything about my first Gen 3 playthrough.
But I just know like I've watched the game since, and it's like, oh, she like sword dances like once or twice. Yeah. And then she also Altaria, and then like it one shots you. It's like, oh, like this is really odd for like the 6th or the 5th like gym leader. Or
it's decently early.
It's like, why is this person here? I guess I'm glad that they're not like the last and have like a level 60 Altaria. It's like, it's just weird.
Well, that's like when you get to the dragon guy, right? And he has like 2 Altarias and something like 2 Flygon.
I just hate the dragon trainers in all the games because they always pull out a Pokemon that isn't a dragon. Like,
oh, I liked in Gen 1 though, because Lance had like, I swear he had like a Gyarados and a Charizard or something.
And something else, but it's like...
and he had a what's he called? The rock flying type, beginning with A, Aerodactyl.
Aerodactyl, yeah. It went over my head as a child. Like I was prepared to fight like a dragon, and I just like got typed because he pulls out a Gyarados that knows like dragon moves.
In Sword and Shield, there's like, I think it's the dragon type guy, and he doesn't use any fucking dragons or anything until like the very end.
He uses like a steel dragon, yeah.
Yeah, Gigantamax, steel dragon.
I still think that's cool.
Really killed me. I killed that like in one attempt, but like I had 10 HP left in my last Pokemon alive because that thing really swept me.
Doesn't he turn into the shard?
Yeah, turns into the shard.
I really like that.
Shard. And I was down to the last Pokemon. I had 6 Pokemon and 10 HP or something, and I would have died. Well, I mean, if X and Y is your first Pokemon, you haven't really gotten into Pokemon.
Yeah, I'd say you need to play the other, like, 6 generations.
Missed all the really good games.
The bus there.
Have you not played the other gens? Like, have you only played X, Y, Sun, Moon, Sword, Shield? Because you definitely...
I think everyone should play.
I haven't played Sun.
If you don't want to play, like, all of them, I think Soul Silver or Heart Gold...
Yes.
And Platinum.
It's just an infinite amount of content. Like, they're so big with the, like, double world. It's just such a well-made, long, like, game with actual content.
And lots of Pokemon.
Yeah, that too. It just feels good. You just follow the stories.
I feel weird about Heart Gold, because when it came out,
so
I already had a copy of regular Gold, and I was like, I don't see any point in buying the same game again. So I just enjoyed playing Gen 2 over and over again. And then I went back and played it like a few years ago, and I was like, oh, this would have been really good. I probably would have enjoyed this.
One follows me. I like this.
It's like yeah, that's really cute.
I like Diamond and stuff.
And they like smile at you.
Yeah.
But it's like you play the game, you beat the Elite Four, you then go into like the other generation. And then you play through it, and then you beat the gym again when they're like level 70, and it just feels nice.
And then you go and take down Red.
Yeah, then you're like 20 levels under Red, and then you spend 500 years like leveling your Pokemon.
Yeah.
Catching all the Red.
So when I was a kid, I thought they just added in. I thought it was a glitch that I had Gen 1. Like my Game Boy had so much Pokemon Blue on it that it had like bits of broken Gen 1 on it. because I think I first played it when I was like 5 or 6 or something. I don't know. And then sometimes I realised like, yo, it's clearly like a game. I didn't think it was beatable though. I just assumed they had bits of Kanto and like 3 gyms or 4 gyms, and like you couldn't actually do any more than that. Because the world was like so empty. There was like nothing in it, and there was like a wall. And I'm assuming I got stuck because at some point you need to go into the water gym and like press A on some random tile to get like a battery pack for the what's it called? The power factory? Whatever it is. Like that's the sort of thing I would never have worked out as a kid because I would have just pressed A through everything. So I just assumed that you just couldn't finish it. So I missed out on like all of Red and stuff when I was actually at the age where I would have thought it was really cool.
There's just many things where you like would have got stuck if you didn't read what it told you.
I should have just checked game FAQs at some point, but I just never did, I guess. I just assumed that was
like,
it.
General one as well, like Red. Like I played Fire Red specifically, but it was like the electricity one where you have to like 2 trash cans in a row, right?
Oh yeah.
But like that mechanic, I surely as a child could not have understood it. I must have just clicked trash cans.
I did.
For a ridiculous amount of time until I've just like it worked out.
Is there a mechanic for it? I thought it's just like they're just next to each other, but the first one's random and the second one is like a 1 in 4 to get it.
I don't know, but it's like as a child I couldn't have read it. Like there's no way I would have known it said like, oh, you have to find 2 in a row. I've just clicked trash cans until it suddenly worked, and I must have been like, oh well, figure that one out real easy, huh?
Yeah.
Like I think there's just a lot of mechanics like that in Pokemon.
It just never would
Where
work
as a
out.
child I just forced my way through it until it worked.
Shows that they're
Wild
pretty
to think about.
child-proof though in some ways. They're like a
I mean, I think children
child.
just are willing to do more stuff to make things work.
Yeah. You play Crystal and
It's
Ruby and
like
that's it.
video
That's a
games.
good combo.
Yeah, Crystal's one of the best games.
I still think so. Like I played
Especially at the time.
really recently. I played like a playthrough for like over a year or 2, and I still think I like really enjoyed it.
That's when animations for Pokemon were good. And then they made the monstrosity that is black and white animations. And I don't understand.
I know some Pokemon look really cool. I think like Tyranitar in Gen 5 looks really cool. He like roars. I just took your ammo. He roars like a. What's he based on again? Sorry, the Monster Boy.
Godzilla.
Yeah, he looks like Godzilla more than usual somehow. Ow.
More than the usual amount of guys.
Gen 2 was your favorite out of the ones you tried, but you cleared everything except legendary birds in blue and red. I thought you could only get 1 legendary in Pokemon Blue because you only got 1 Master Ball. I just assumed it was like impossible to get to catch them with normal Pokeballs. So like I would be like, okay, this run I'm gonna get an Articuno. This run I'm gonna get a Moltres. This run I'm gonna get bloody Mewtwo. I'm actually gonna do it. And then by the time you get Mewtwo, you're like, oh yeah, that game's over.
Yeah, I also have a rule in all Pokemon games I play to not use legendaries.
Yeah,
Because it's boring.
they're pretty BS. Even though some legendaries are just not
Stats
that
too
good.
high.
Like Azelf, I know he's like good in Gen 4, like competitive, but like in game, I'm pretty sure Azelf's stats aren't really that much better than what you already have.
Yeah, well,
Like-
you know, Raiku's pretty shit.
Raiky's
So-
cool though.
He's
No,
weird.
he's the worst of the 3.
Do you not
No,
think
he's
so?
just-
I like Raikou. He's sort of
He
like a
looks
dog
stupid,
version of
I
Jolteon.
hate him.
He's my favourite, and he never got like a movie.
Yeah, but I hate Jolteon as well.
Movie, the Suicune in a movie, but you never got Raikou, huh?
I mean,
Raiku's just my favourite.
Suicune has like several
I really
games
like
based
him.
around it, right?
He's the coolest one. He looks really neat. Has a nice design.
But you know, by the way, until like a year or 2 ago when TK told me otherwise, I thought it, you pronounced Entei as Entai. So every time I pronounced it, I always felt kind of weird about it, because I was like,
Did you watch the movie? He had like an entire Pokemon.
I didn't watch the Pokemon movies. I only watched like the first one.
There's
like the year
one with
2000.
the unknown, where he's like someone's dad, and it's really weird. Someone keeps
No.
calling him dad. It's really fucking odd.
Yeah, it is weird until you finish the movie, but like, you should watch that one. You did.
Just like, what the fuck is going on? That's a really good movie though, but yeah.
All I remember is when Ash bloody turns to stone and Pikachu like
That's
cries.
fucked up.
That's like all I remember.
They made it into a movie, like an animated like style
Yeah,
Pokemon movie on
Is that
Netflix.
any good?
I don't know. I looked at it like for like 10 seconds, and the characters just look so weird.
I don't know if I want to, but Yeah, that's.
I was thinking of watching it just to see, because like the movie's the same, right? It's just a different animation style,
I think so.
so it shouldn't be that much of an issue.
You can
even
do
if
it, Spy.
The animation style's stinky.
The spy on our team's giving me like conniptions.
Knip?
He's giving me conniptions like I'm a Dark Souls character. He like frightens
like
me.
the clip where you like turned around slightly and found the other enemy spy, and he instantly got punished and died. I kind of think Spy's cool.
Ah.
I keep questioning why you survive so much, one, but then you've got the black.
Yeah, I'm cheating.
It's because he has the angry like 2D sprite
don't wanna
in
be-
the bottom.
Do you see him down there?
He's so large.
I forgot about him.
I hate them so much. That's why I thought we were playing the classic one.
Oh,
These
because
models are so massive and old. Like, look at him. I don't think the soldiers looked like that for 10 years.
I'm pretty sure the pyro is like, he doesn't even have like the same backpack color or like the armbands or anything. Like it's actually like the beta sprite, and like the spy
like
has the old tuxedo.
In like the Meet the Crew
Yeah.
videos, when they pull out the screen and it has like the guy in like the weird color, like he doesn't even fit any team. The spy. The medic as well. Like some of the characters are just so weird in the color.
Medic doesn't have like any
gray
team
or whatever.
coloring on him. He's like
Yeah, and it's
entirely.
Like, what the fuck is like? What does this game used to be?
This game could have been much worse. I think people forget about that. They're like, oh, it's in such a bad state now. This game would not have lived like 20 years if they'd actually pushed it at any of these points. I like.
think the game.
What's
This game
that?
is Stockholm Syndrome.
I think it's in a good state. I'm enjoying it. Trying to backstab me. Am I being focused? There's a medic and a scout here. Like, yeah. What is this? It's really weird.
Oh, I thought that was Demian for a second.
Demian?
Demian.
I don't really recognize anyone on this server. Obviously, like
Yeah, it's
Kyobi. Oh, Linley's on here. Linley's on the server. Here's an old man giving a thumbs up as his Steam
It's
picture.
wild, isn't it?
I have a drone.
All these players are probably like at most like mid players, right?
They might not be. Like, I looked at
They're
TF2
just-
Center. They still only,
Yeah,
like,
but,
a lot of
like,
people only have like
at
1,000 hours.
Yeah, it's like at most mid players, and then everything below that, and they're just like enjoying TF2. Like that's wild.
You know what I still think is wild? Is that people tell me that their first update was like the Jungle Inferno update, and now they have like thousands of hours. I'm like, oh yeah.
You missed out on the other part of the game.
Yeah, there's somebody in Discord that was saying like they're from some update. I was like, man, that update was like
Hello
so
from
recent.
the Plague Nightmare Country.
It feels
I think it
really
was like
recent.
that.
It's been 32 months. Where has my
I checked
life
my
gone?
mercenary badge the other day.
Thank you for the
we had
32.
some conversation about like how
puncher.
old the game was or whatever. And my mercenaries badge from 2009 in November. It's like, man. Some of the
Mine's
people playing
from-
CF2 now probably not even that old.
2011. You old boy.
Oh, I beat you.
You did beat
2
me.
years.
I didn't want to pay money for it, and it only
I
went
had
free in
it in the orange
2011.
box. I just never like. I could have got the veteran badges. I just didn't launch the game. Like I just had it. It just didn't interest me. I just wanted to play Portal. You know?
Portal's good though. I keep forgetting how old Portal is.
Yeah, Portal as well. Like, isn't
But-
Portal the highest rated game on Steam? I
Portal
just
2 is,
saw
yeah.
the other day because they mentioned that Terraria was the second highest. I saw Portal being number 1. I was like, that's a really good game, but holy shit, is that an old game at this point?
You know what is even weirder to think though? Smash Brawl came out, and then Portal came out like a year or two later. Like,
Smash Brawl feels so old.
it feels old, yet new in a weird way. Because I keep forgetting Smash 4 exists, so I keep thinking, oh, it's the last Smash game since the current one, so it can't be that old. I just like missed the Wii U generation.
Yeah, Wii U kind of lost.
There was nothing good on it. There were like remakes of Zelda games I already owned.
Wii U is like the modern version of the Dark Ages.
So like Nintendo like forgot how to make games fun for a bit.
It's like lost like technology.
Wait, hang on, are they capping my last? I should probably be
It's
there.
funny
shouldn't
because
I?
a lot of people say that the Wii U as a console is a good concept. Like it works
Is it?
well, but there's just no games for it. Like they didn't push anything. That
No,
was one of the things when the Switch came out. I was like, I don't know if I'm brave enough to have anything to do with this console. But they saved it.
I got a Switch a year or two after release, didn't I? Because I wanted to play Breath of the Wild, and that was worth it.
Yeah. I think that game alone was a lot of people's time to get that console.
It's so
and then
good.
Animal Crossing came out, and I'm pretty sure it sold.
And people
like a-
started destroying the
trillion
Switch
copies.
market, buying them and then selling them for twice the price on like eBay.
Dude, when I bought my Switch, they like mentioned in the store that they were like they're practically impossible to get in like Denmark, England. People were buying them so much because quarantine and Animal
None of my
Crossing.
family could get them. I think my sisters said they might consider getting one, and then they just like couldn't.
People
Yeah,
were
they're
crazy.
People
It's
lost
like,
their
oh,
mind
well.
during lockdown, and they still have.
I'm glad I got mine for free.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah, money
Fuck
well
you.
spent.
you're glad you didn't have to spend hundreds of pounds on a console.
Yeah,
I'm
Kinda
glad
weird.
I got
glad
my
you
money
had
back.
Tommy, what
I'm
games
glad
do you win?
had-
I forgot. Other than Pokemon, you just have Pokemon.
Hey bro, do you want to buy Animal Crossing and visit my island?
I've not
Actually,
got, I've got Monster Hunter Generations.
Oh yeah, you said I should buy that, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm just waiting until somebody else buys it and then I can play with them.
I've enjoyed Worlds so much. I don't know how much I want to play a game that's like FPS locked and from a previous gen.
Yeah, you'd hate it.
I
You
was
played
so.
World.
Is there a spy on here?
I was so hyped on Animal Crossing. I know I can see Chris still plays it sometimes, but it's like I
keep
still do
telling her
content.
she's addicted to bloody turnips, but she turns it on occasion and buys like all the items
Yeah,
in the
she,
shop.
she ended up like I had played so much more than everyone else. I was playing so much Animal Crossing. Now she has like $100 more than me in Animal Crossing. It's like she plays a lot of Animal Crossing.
She doesn't really. She like turns it on like while she's watching TV for like 10 minutes, but she does that
so
every
she's
day.
just AFK farming.
No, she don't ever go farming, but she's like
AFK farming hours.
she plays it a lot for little amounts.
Yeah, I mean it's just wild, but it like this. It's been like over 2 months at this point since I played it, and I know they added like a bunch of new stuff related to summer. But it's just like I just don't want to fish for any more fucking fish.
Your dad won your Switch.
You've collected as many things as you deem you want to collect in this collectathon of the game.
Yeah, it's like I collected all the fish in the like first 3 months or 2 months or whatever it was, and then it was like now there's sharks in the game because it's summer.
I think,
I don't want to collect sharks.
collectathons are fun until updates come out and people stop playing it as much because it's fun to have things that other people don't have.
It's also just that you have to play a pretty good amount to get all the things, and it's like if I miss a month or like one item, it's lost to me. Like
Yeah.
because then I have to wait like a year for that item to come back, right? Like I'm not doing that. Are you crazy? My island still looks hella good though.
I still don't get how you can be good or bad at Animal Crossing, right?
You can, but you can have a pretty island.
Is
Well,
it
you
just
can be correct.
is it just aesthetics?
Yeah, it's just are you good at designing? Like, do you have a good aesthetic?
Is it like being good at like building in Minecraft, where some people just know exactly what
guess,
stuff goes
yeah.
together?
It's just like if like what looks nice, like what's
did you-
pleasing.
Did you ever see Chris trying to catch tarantulas with it?
Yeah, it was really funny.
Jesus
I
Christ.
occasionally hear the screams through the walls.
Just if you have a question, is good or bad.
My ears are still ringing.
It's like it's impressive.
She got 5
It's-
bells.
You'd think that it's like a children's game.
I mean, it is, right? Like, it just is no? It just happens to echo with really well with the adult market because it's an easy casual
like,
game.
It's like the
Chores.
Eurocamp like anime, right? It's just like it's so healing.
Yeah,
so
it's
nice.
cozy.
Like be told like just collect like sticks and build a bridge, please. And then like a man claps at you, and everyone's like really
Yeah, like, you
happy.
did it! You caught
It feels nice.
a
I like that.
Zubat.
Like,
If you
roll-
managed
roll
to
around,
build a
I'm like,
bridge
oh.
on a stick, I'd be ecstatic for you.
If what?
If you managed to build a bridge out of sticks,
Yeah.
I'd be ecstatic for you.
Oh.
Build a raft, maybe. Not a
See,
bridge.
you're already exceeding expectation.
Just build anything with sticks.
Yeah. I think, building a bridge out of sticks, right, is pretty difficult for it to actually work. You have to walk
Yeah.
over it.
Has to be some pretty big sticks.
Isn't wood like surprisingly strong as a material? As long as you like work with the grain, it can like hold so much more weight than you'd like should expect.
Yeah,
It's like
as long as
tension,
you're
isn't it?
collecting sticks.
Wet
It's
wood. Wet
Mm.
wood. It's quite soft, squishy boys.
Squishy boys?
Squishy boy.
I don't know how I feel about that wording. I love the direct hit as soldier because so many times I'd play Highlander, and the sentry would be up forever, and then I play like one lobby as soldier. I'm like, you can just
Yeah.
two-shot these things. Why
I
are they
don't
such an
understand
issue?
why they direct it on in payload.
It's just so good.
Even on King of the Hill as well, if an engineer's giving you grief, you just go direct hit and you're like, haha.
Punish them for like playing the game.
Yes, shit class.
I still don't get why no one uses the direct hit. Like it should be so much more used than it is. You know?
If you get good with it, so I mean, like when Cake plays TF2, right? You only use direct hit.
So you can beat
But
them.
if you get good with it, it's really powerful. But you kind of have to get used to it. You can't just switch to it from a rocket launcher. So that's probably why.
But like, you know
I
how
played
there's
a lot
like,
of direct hit.
you know how there's
Yeah,
like
I
gun
used to-
spies and stuff though.
I
Like,
really
why aren't
liked
there
it.
direct hit soldiers in the same
Ah.
way?
Yeah.
But why
There
isn't
are
it as
definitely
popular?
Some insane direct hit players.
Oh, I'm trying. There's a Hungarian. I think it's like Penguin. Penguin, I think was his name.
Didn't they have
He
like a
played-
club, like the biggest bazooka players?
I don't know if they had a club.
Oh, like Hearts. Oh, do you remember Hearts using the bloody like bazooka on like steel?
The bazooka was super cool. That's in the concept, but I was so much for it getting banned because
You know,
it's
like,
just another threat to the medic. Like, oh, are you gonna die now?
do you remember when
Because
you could
you feel
infinitely
bad.
fly with it? So you could literally like bomb the medic with like 3 rockets and let them all go in like a second.
It's just a weird one.
That's so strange.
It's a cool mechanic, the flying thing. But,
They got
you
rid
know,
of it.
It's the kind of stuff like if you're good at it, it's just like what are you gonna do about it?
Completely. Can you not
Take
still?
your L.
Well, because you
Can
you
you
fire
not
3
fire?
rockets in like a second, don't you?
I don't know. I haven't played TF2 for like years.
I'm pretty sure rockets do like 100. So the old direct hit, you could turn a corner and immediately kill a heavy. Do
Direct hit's so satisfying.
you like that spy there decloaking and how I like looked at him and he like melted?
Yeah, you came by at the wrong time, and now his game is like he's gonna.
He has to
dead,
respawn
respawn
20
for
seconds
20
later.
seconds. Yeah.
You know what they should do? They should add a class to this game called... Alright, get this.
The Ips.
Called the Dab. And all he does is he walks into the middle of the field, does a healthy dab, and everyone else taunts at the same time. And that's all he
What's the
does.
difference between an unhealthy dab and a healthy dab?
A healthy dab involves full body movement, so it's like a good piece of
I do a lot of
exercise.
full body movement.
That's good. That's good.
I
One of
spent the first like 2 hours in my bed today with stomach cramps.
Yeah, I
I
heard.
mentioned in your chat, didn't I?
What's up with
It's
that?
like speaking of like, well, I
You
guess
are.
it's pain. I am. I guess it's just drinking. What's it called when you like drink
Hangover.
a lot? It's
A hangover.
But that's a
no,
brain
no.
thing.
No, it's not
You
that.
have morning
I'm gonna
sickness. Are you
Google
pregnant?
this. So it's stomach acid? Like you
Oh,
have
you
stomach
have stomach
acid, right?
reflux. Oh god, I bloody hate reflux.
Yeah, it was stinky.
Yeah.
Do you not have
The
calcium?
pills
No,
one?
talk.
Calcium?
Calcium tablets.
My sister said that. Drink
Does that
milk
help?
if you have it, or eat like
And do you,
cheese or whatever. And I was like, will bread work? And she was like, no. And I was like,
Wait, really?
oh, fuck.
you know Rennie's one.
That
You must have
sounds
Rennie's.
that sounds like a
Hang on.
TF2
Take
player that will
those
be
for
friends with like
first.
Sneaky.
Tablets. They had a different name before. I think they're
Rennie's?
now. Why Rennie's?
Isn't that the rat from Ratatouille?
But you just take if you've got reflux and indigestion, you take
I always just
calcium tablets because it's alkaline.
dealt with it and just thought, man, this sucks. You know?
You don't.
Maybe. I didn't
Like,
know
if
it's
you
something you
have
could
really
fix.
bad reflux, it won't help because you'll just keep getting reflux, right? But if you've just got indigestion and you wake up at night, pop a Rennie,
Pop a Remy's.
and you'll be fine.
God, the Wrangler is so strange. Oh! Cake, are you winning your F1 match?
Can we get the bike squad together? Can we get the gang?
Yeah.
Hang on.
I still don't get how this point is so easy to hold. Like, it shouldn't be. It should be really open and really easy to attack.
Control cliff and don't die on cliff. You keep going cliff, but then you keep dying cliff.
Well, because I've taken the sentry out a million times.
So take out the people on cliff and then take out the sentry.
I guess so. But I keep thinking, like, can you not just peek there and two-shot the sentry and then he pulls out the Wrangler?
Helping.
Maybe.
Obviously, like every time that sentry has gone down, your combo should have been jumping out window if they were good, but they're not good. So
Wow, poor Spy Crabs. Kyobi and Spy Crabs are our combo! You're being mean to the only 2 people I know in competitive.
I didn't even realize you didn't have a heavy.
Oh, yeah, I guess that might not help.
Spycraft's down. He doesn't count. Not Spy. Kyobi's down. He doesn't count.
This is a lobby, though.
Who needs heavies?
Anyone that's not a scout is part of the combo.
But if I was playing Scout, I'd be like, heal me. Because I will be the Banny.
Should I play Pocket Soldier on Snake Water? Like, no, right?
Thank you.
There's a coal plant heavy spot. What's coal plant like? Coal plant.
Coal plant, it's the same as it always has been.
Oh, coal plant's like the worst version of Asheville, right?
Yeah. For Highlander.
I don't want to play heavy in Highlander. Unless I do.
Oh, dude, you're heavy.
No, I'm gonna join it. Wait, do I want to join?
So you just go.
Chat, do you want to watch heavy on this map, or do you want me to wait for another lobby?
Heavy.
Okay.
Heavy's fun, man.
I'll join this team
I love heavy.
because
Oh, time to join the enemy team.
the medic has slightly more lobbies than the other one. Maybe.
But who's got more hours?
Oh my god. The pyro on the other team has 1,000 lobbies and only 3,000 hours.
I checked your profile and you have like 600 lobbies.
Yeah, I don't know when that happened. It must have been around the time I was full-time streaming TF2,
you playing
because that's
Coal
basically
Plant?
all I did. Coal plant heavy, brother.
Hell no. I have massive hiccups.
Hold on, heavy fun though.
Coal plant I hate because, as a spy, they removed all the stuff that made it even remotely playable, compared to the... Oh my god, what is this, like, essay?
I forgot the heavy is really loud.
What do
It's
you mean?
not that heavy.
You shoot your gun.
No,
Massive.
but they removed a bunch of stuff on the flank. There must be like ammo packs and like health packs and stuff that I used in my like common routes, and they removed a bunch of like dips and stuff in the terrain that used to be able to like hide behind, and like they just made it in general much harder to go through the
I
backfields.
was gonna say the ammo's all the same.
Like it's a sixes map. They've made it for sixes, right?
Are you in the lobby, Tom?
They did.
Does Tom even have this game installed?
That's a good question.
Who's asking me this?
When people say thousands of hours, they mean in the game. They don't mean in the
Woman's
course.
asking you this.
What am I
Who's
asking?
asking? I don't have it installed.
Oh my god, Cake, do you like this?
Put your arms the wrong way.
Are they? This looks about right to me. This looks about right to me. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Something's
It's like I'm getting patted on the head by like the heavy that's like
You
cuddling
know the thing
me.
they do in anime where they like slightly
Like my
knock their
face.
head and shoot their tongue out?
Yeah.
They-
I'm like holding my eye up, yeah. But look at this map, sorry. I don't know if like I haven't played it in a while and I didn't exactly remember what I meant. But
This map
like
gives me
this
PTSD.
whole section is so much more open than Asheville. It's so much harder to play spy on. Like the whole lobby
What's
is
the
one
grass
thing.
version of this map called?
Asheville.
Is it Asheville? What's this one? Coldland? Yeah.
Copland, yeah.
I hate this map, by the way.
This one's okay in sixes.
Sixes, I'm sure it's like
No,
1,000 times
I
better.
I had one of my worst Highlander games ever on this map.
Well, yeah, because you get shut down quite easily.
By like everyone, yeah.
Because scouts demo
Soldier,
and you can get
engineers with sentries and teleporters, and
then I
everything with jumps, and the entire game is existing.
But I liked it because I've not really played sniper. So when you're playing heavy on this map, like Demoman or Pyro or Soldier or Scout or Engineer, you actually get to have fun and feel like you matter. So
I don't know what that means.
yeah, well that's because you play sniper and you matter on every map.
Hell yeah.
But just looking at it now, like it is bloody open. There's one spot here that you can
Is this like a
stand
TM
and snipe
hell?
their medic with from like here. You could stand here as a spy, as a scout disguise, and they couldn't see you, so you could just line up a headshot.
My last season of Highlander, when I played with the Mega Killers, like when the remake was happening,
Yeah.
got destroyed by Cost on this map.
Wasn't I playing with you?
I got no, I don't remember.
I swear I played on the
Some
Mega
of you
Killer
were
thing.
playing, weren't you?
Yeah, I think
We
so.
got dicked so hard.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun.
How do you know you can shoot through that? By you
It
shooting your gun
wasn't
through
fun
it?
at all.
What?
I'm gonna check.
I got my actual ass just put like on a plate and just handed to me.
See?
It's
Thank you, Spy
terrible.
Grubs.
It was disgusting.
Demos' team.
I hated it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got owned. What the fuck? We
I
played.
got fucking absolutely deleted, dude.
I can't even see the screenshots because it's all gone.
Waiting on our medic to join. They're
I
connecting.
just remember it. I got absolutely smashed.
Oh, and they had Sacrilege playing fucking Jetpack Backburner Pyro too, and he owned.
If you can see
I'm
the
trying
player's
to
name
play
for it, you can shoot them, by the way, chat.
We just didn't have, we weren't really a teamwork heavy team because we were just kind of playing, and it was just a bunch of like people who used to play TF2.
Yeah.
So we got destroyed as soon as teamwork was involved. The enemy team they had us.
What do you think? Does Sacrilege ever play with teamwork? Like he's like an absolute bot,
I don't know.
but he bombed us as Pyro. I actually remember this so vividly. That he would just bomb us as Pyro Backburner, and he was
I just remember this game because Koff fucking destroyed me, and I was like, oh, these people used to not be very good, but now they're just.
Isn't
out of
Koff
my league
actually
now.
very good though? Like,
Yeah, he is. He's very good. But, like, I didn't think I'd have that much trouble. It wasn't very.
I don't know. It's Sniper's one of those classes where you take like a week off and like you're immediately taken over by like a mid player who played another week than you. Even if they're not a mid player, you know what I mean. Like people can outspeed you in it so quickly.
I've never been bad. I only play it in sixes. You never have to go. It's not.
I never did anything beyond the basics on Sniper, beyond like a couple maybe Merc snipers. So I never felt bad about how I did on it.
Yeah.
Because I never did anything too serious, you know?
I mean, I played Lobbies a lot as Sniper and just fucking dominated, so...
I just tried to flank them as heavy.
How'd that
Chat's
work out
right.
for you?
Chat's right. I play every class as Spy. Like, I don't think about it, but every class I play, I like try and go behind them and like
What's
flank. Heavy's
People say I
backstab
have
is the
spy
minigame.
movement.
Do you walk in really weird motions and occasionally go backwards for no reason like
Apparently.
this?
People
Sometimes with the jump.
always say that. It's like, what the fuck's up with your like movement? You walk like
Yeah,
a spy.
It's because you don't move your screen around either. Like when people ask you if you're a spy, the guy just keeps walking straight forwards doing this. Like he's
That's when
pretending.
they try to dodge out of the way, but slightly late as well, so you can't tell that they've reacted to what you said.
Who
That's the ultimate.
suggested I play heavy in a Highlander?
Maybe it's because I'm completely brain dead somewhere. I don't know. I just run in like awesome pilots.
Yep. It's like I really wish TF2 had like the Skyrim thing where you press Q. Like I know you can just
You
bind
just-
Q to plus forward, but every time I think about it, just go to the forwards. Bam.
Uh-uh.
You know Monster Hunter things that like walk you to the next fight, Tommy? I want that.
Yeah, but you don't...
I want something that takes you to mid.
Well, you could get those.
Like a bot that just walks you to like the midpoint. And you can just press Q and go get yourself like a coffee. And if the spy gets you, that's fine. This is not fine. I want to play the game. I keep getting killed by snipers and spies.
Do you want to know why?
Is it because I'm standing
you're
still on the
trying-
turret?
And you haven't
Wait.
turned around.
It's because
You
this
need
is
to-
how you play Gun Spy. And every
Yeah.
class is Gun Spy.
Where is your team anyway?
I have no idea.
Can you just pretend like something's behind you every like 3 seconds? And that's how you play heavy. You have to like turn around aggressively every 3 seconds.
Why
You can be
is it
spun. Yeah, and what?
There's a spy as you're fighting. Remember, every time you start a fight, there's a spy. It's the most important
You
part
see,
of heavy.
this is how I used to play heavy.
Why'd
and
you
then
go in?
That used to give me a headache because I wanted to
want
kill
to
the
be mentored?
sniper. I wanted to
Or do you
kill the
want to be
sniper.
mentored?
I wanted to kill the sniper. Our team will win if I kill the sniper.
Why did you just walk in there?
Hey, look, I'm halfway up the leaderboard, so I'm winning.
Now your medic's gonna die.
Teleport goes
It's okay. The medic isn't spy crabs. Look, Demo Man getting a little heal there. Spy down. He's not down, but you know that scared him a bit. Maybe.
Yeah, you just gotta turn around all the time.
That's just how I used to play heavy, but it used to make me like so stressed out that I just never played heavy.
Yeah.
Like I never
That's why I
died to
didn't want a main
spies,
call on heavy.
but it's stressful
I
as
have enough
hell.
on my plate.
This is why there's no class in TFC that I can play that doesn't give me RSI problems. So, because even heavy, you think he doesn't need to move much. No, he moves the most. He's like a soldier on steroids.
Like the soldier, honestly.
Are we not enough for you, spy crabs? Can I ban spy crabs?
Yeah,
Okay.
don't do that.
Yep, okay.
Glyro drunk.
Okay,
You
no.
can have a good. Is
you
Glyro
get-
not a good time when he's sober?
Lyra gets really drunk, can I just say that?
So do I.
I spent a few days with Lyra when I came to Denmark. My guy is very good at getting drunk.
He's cool. He came to my house.
He did. Considering he's bigger than me. Like he's both taller and bigger than me, right? But he got drunk really easily.
Yeah.
It's quite fun though. I enjoy
Maybe
it.
he's like using alcohol as his main form of substance.
Maybe he's not a disgusting alcoholic drunk like me.
Is that true? Poor Glyra.
I don't know if he is.
When you main Spy, the classes make you so confident you won't get backstabbed. Well, it's because when you play Spy, you're like, man, they're having such a good time. The other spies never get spy checked, and he's so easy.
I should have called that Nolan's Cleveland.
Turns out all you have to do is like turn a bit.
You don't know Spy with the voice commands, huh? Punk?
Anyone react to those?
X2? Spy?
Nice century pick.
I'm doing it. The spy's down as well, probably.
You might think the spy is down. But have you checked behind if the spy is there?
It's me, the dispenser, poot poot. He can't backstab me. I mean, he can, but he's not going to. He doesn't have the balls.
In your head.
He's gone. Is it in your head? Oh.
It's an Uber charge. It's gonna run out. It's gonna.
Not gonna run out.
How long is that Uber? It's like a 20-second charge. Challenge
I feel
spike
like
crabs.
you've kind of forgotten how TF2 works.
I don't care enough. I just want to shoot stuff. I don't want to play like Highlander.
Do you have the Tommy gun? Doesn't that shoot faster?
Yeah, of course I do.
Recharge faster, whatever.
I don't
so you
know.
can play like more aggressive or something. I don't know.
I don't know what it does. I'm pretty sure at some point in the last 20 years they made an update so Heavy actually has to be fully spun up before he does any damage. There was a sniper inside the mini sentry.
Did you die? Eco?
No.
I feel like I know who Eco is. Is that another person?
Echo? Echo? Echo?
I mean, there's an EQO in Overwatch.
Oh, it's
but I
because
don't-
I'm thinking of Overwatch. Ha.
I know
That's
Save
what-
the Spy Crabs.
You might know him.
I don't think I do that. That's probably just EQ.
I think I'm winning, honestly, for our team as Heavy. I just think I'm helping a lot.
I'm surprised you're not doing worse.
My problem is I know how I should
that,
be
like-
playing Heavy, but I don't want to do the thing where you have to wait. Like, you know the thing in
How about a
Highlander
Dutch
is you don't
brony?
go forwards.
You're getting carried by a Dutch brony.
Is that just...
I don't know. Can't tell me to this.
Oh, I thought his avatar was toothpaste!
Is it not a pony?
I guess so. I thought it was like
I don't know.
Aquafresh.
I only have a very tiny logo to look at, but it looks like a pony.
Are they still? Is that still a thing?
So
Is that
are
not
they
like
horses?
a? Is that like
I
2002?
don't know, because I don't play TF2 anymore, so I don't know if bronies still exist.
Maybe it's ironic, like weebs.
I don't think they are ironic. It's like I've put myself in a gaming culture where bronies don't really exist. But weebs, however, they're just everywhere. They're fucking pony.
Weebs are too popular now, and I don't like it.
Weebs are everywhere.
I don't like how
Everywhere.
mainstream anime's become.
My, like,
I want it to
my,
go
like,
back to being a hipster thing.
My completely normie friend asked me yesterday if I've ever watched Your Name. I was like, yes. But like, why have you watched Your Name?
It's a good show, I'm sure. Oh, good show, good movie.
It's a great movie, and he loved it. But it was like, you know, they've always been like a fucking like, haha, you watch anime, nerd. It's like you watched Your Name and you cried. You're just as bad as me now, aren't you? Fucking prick.
Is it the same? Does he have a My Anime list? Does he call himself Kaku-chan on ETF2L? Where he means sniper, the like lone wolf class.
I still have.
I'm the literal definition of an uwu. My name's Cake.
Then she
I
has
have
two.
Catface in my name. I played sniper. I watch anime. Hell yeah.
Yes, I'm liberal. Or whatever it is. What's the other one? Yes, I have a cat in my name. Yes, I main sniper.
Colon 3. Cake colon 3. You know.
Yeah, for a map made for sixes, it seems really weird that they put bloody water under it. Considering everyone plays that in like DX8 and it doesn't render properly. Pop your Uber, please. Oh, no, I don't mean my medic. Although it'd be nice if I got a flash, maybe? No? Okay, that's okay, that's cool. I guess.
You shouldn't have been there.
My medic was there too, though.
No,
You're
but
not
you were
fast. You're not fast enough to go in.
fast.
In the whole map is in. It's like an IKEA showroom. You can see everything from one position.
Yeah, but what you could have seen is the health pack in the bottom, and then taken it. Sneaky man. And then carried on playing defensive heavy.
Harry.
Harry?
Do you play defensive or offensively, Harry? What's your World of Warcraft like alignment chant for hair? Oh.
Horde?
Horde.
For the Horde?
For the Horde.
I agree.
The only sad thing about the Horde is they don't have dwarves.
They have goblins.
We're playing Vermintide, aren't we?
We playing what?
Vermintide, right?
Rats.
Yeah, rats.
We are the rats. Celebrating
when
yet.
you hosted Krotak,
Yeah.
he talked about he paints Warhammer.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And I was like, fuck, man. I used to do that. Sometimes I thought about starting again. But I think
I have to, it's so expensive.
Yeah, the paint is so expensive.
They
I have
still
so much-
sell the same Lord of the Rings that I used to buy, and they're like £40 a box.
Like, I have so much Warhammer I never painted, so I would only need paint.
Oh, really?
Like, I can't sit and spend like 5 hours painting a fucking figurine.
Can you paint me?
I can paint you like one of my Frenchmen.
Sorry, hey, Blank. Frenchmen?
How many
Okay,
friends
spy.
can you be?
How do I only have 4 kills on heavy? I've been
I don't know
flanking
any
like heck.
Frenchmen. LSU.
I know
You're
Elazar.
the kind of heavy I'd dread to have on my team with him.
I'm normally really good at heavy, I promise.
A dry dab.
Look at that, that's a 5th frag. I just like 25% increased my
He talked
kills.
about his 5th rack.
I'm not using shotgun. You're right.
As a statement.
I'm going to stick myself up this demo man's bottom.
You're using the Tommy Slab.
Yeah, because isn't that the best minigun?
You're a noob.
No? Is the Tomislav not the best minigun?
I think it's even ground.
Oh, that's good.
I
used
like the Tomislav.
I like the Tomislav.
I use my Bjarkborg absolute Bjarkening Danish dogger.
Ah,
I like the minigun because it doesn't make the sound of Tommy Slab.
Do you want a fun fact?
Nope.
I'm gonna give you one anyway.
I know.
The minigun isn't mini.
it's pretty big, isn't it? What a stupid name. They should call it a
Yeah,
massive
silly.
gun. Or like a big gun.
Big gun. The heavy uses the big gun.
Not too small gun.
I mean, because it isn't a minigun, is it?
I mean, it's a minigun.
I mean, that's a lie as well, just a real life lie.
But the medic might want to flank.
It's just a large man gun. What is the opposite of mini? It's like mega, like in Terraria, mini and mega shark. Can we get the mega gun, please?
Can I get the gun, please? Look at that, I just
just a
doubled my frags by
Medium-sized.
flanking.
Kill the,
The
medic,
gun!
come on.
Why
You
don't they call it
you
the
are
gun?
Officially useful.
Look at that spy trying to play the game. Not allowed.
Time to go hold forwards.
Go stand somewhere really stupid with your like silent
Do
tongue
not
slap.
stand somewhere stupid. Stand somewhere smart.
No, stand somewhere ridiculous. Make
This
them
is-
like type what the fuck in chat.
I
That's
know
what
William is reacting to what we're saying, you know, like 5 seconds in the past.
Yeah. I
I'm
did it.
5 seconds in the
I got the
past.
demo fragged. Heavy for a
Died.
demo is a pretty
Oh,
good combo,
you did it.
right?
You were in a place you shouldn't be in.
Look,
you
I'm
got
I'm at the top of the leaderboard now.
Spawn time.
it.
I have a
With 10-14.
I had 2 kills last round. I like 4.
Maybe the lobby players aren't as good as.
Yeah, you don't need to worry. Just flank. Lull forehead.
I mean, yeah, I think, you know, you can just settle with it at being the best in the team, right? Until they see one.
With a mega negative KD. A negative, some would say. What's this heavy, by the way? I
He
mean, I
crouched.
guess he's right. He should shoot for you because he can't kill the
Yeah.
Uber. But it's like, I would probably just try to run away. And assume this guy can't aim.
This pyro always has Uber and it always lasts for about 20 seconds, and I just don't quite understand it.
Bommy.
Who did this?
Big bummer.
Don't.
Big bum.
That's better. Millennials.
Hey, chat. Anyone in chat got big bums?
Don't.
18 plus?
That's okay. Thank you. Just. This is a game, you know, that is free.
18 plus big bums in chat, please.
Well, you might want to set your age a bit higher than that, right? Like you're like what,
No,
like
I'm
25 now,
22.
right?
Why would you say anything higher than that?
I can go for someone 4 years
Well-
younger than me. Nothing weird about
Go
that.
for. Sounds a bit aggressive.
Go for gold cake.
Gold.
Isn't gold like
What's that
like your 50-year anniversary?
I think go for gold.
You're going for
cake.
cougars.
Cougars.
Do you like older
you
women
going-
cake?
Nice.
Women?
No, not
Wait,
women,
so
older
I
women.
like women. That depends how much older we're talking.
50 years.
No.
Cake, you were burning spy crabs again.
Was I?
Yeah, he's the
You
heavy.
shotgun for 1 life or no balls. Well, if you're bringing my
What's
balls
wrong
into
with my
case-
decision to attempt to kill one? Well, if it's you, it's different because it's the streamer XD, so it's okay.
Did I just lose points? I swear I was on 50.
Why is this guy firing his scattergun like a pistol?
Because he's
it's
trying his
cool.
best.
Okay. Yeah, your decision was. What's it? Ding dong. Your opinion's wrong.
Hippity hoppity, your thing is my property.
He was the hoppity. Your body is my property.
That's a terrible thing to say. Genuinely quite awful.
Depends. 18 plus.
Still, I think slavery is frowned upon in general.
Alright, William, you can stay right here, and this is perfect prime.
How long
position.
has it been since slavery was like illegal?
I don't want to even can think
Well,
about
like
it.
historically, it's not that long, is it?
I don't know. I don't like the context that you're asking in, considering the start of the conversation.
Curiosity.
150 years, maybe?
That's pretty wild.
It depends which country, right?
Well, yeah.
Isn't it like
In the UK,
when
at least.
when the first Star Wars movie came out, people were still being executed in like France or something? Like,
I mean, people are still being executed now.
yeah, but like public, like not public, sorry, executed by guillotine, not a public execution.
Yeah, it was quite recent.
I was like, that's pretty wild to me, and that's just weird.
Slavery's still legal in some places.
Is it called slavery though, or is it called like
No, it's
0
just
hour
like-
contract working?
It's just like having like a servant, and they get food and like a place to live.
Like in Kuwait, you can effectively have, like they don't get paid very much. They're your servants, so they're effectively like slaves, and kind of keep the family as well. So like the neighbors that we have own like half the road. You know, they've got their maids and stuff, but we think they get paid pretty well.
I like that one Beaver said, by the way, splish splash, your opinion is trash. I think that's quite cute.
That's like the water type insult, isn't it? How does this scout have 208 health? Who gave him so much health?
He got healed. He also got crossbowed.
And the
and
health pack. Which scout
It's
in
not
the world has
slavery
been
if
helped
it's
so much?
Amazon. Well, that's too relevant, please.
Yeah, don't they? Oh wait, I work for them. Amazon's great.
Yeah. You can't say it, but I'm gonna say it.
No, you're an affiliate.
Amazon's kind of. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Tommy, you're not
Amazon's
affiliated,
great.
are you?
I am.
Fuck, we can't say anything. It's in the
We
contract. boys.
love our contract. Thoughts on signing contracts with the only $1 trillion company on the planet?
Hell yeah, brother.
You know, we thought we were playing video games, yet somehow we even ended up signing on. How did they manage that? They like sell books.
That's what we remember. Like you could get like anything delivered anywhere.
It's because
They
you were like, oh, I can get money, and you're like, ah,
you
this
fell
is
for the classic trap. You can get money. You're not. It's not sure. 100% sure. But you could.
If your team was brave, you wouldn't have been at risk of dying. Your
Yeah, they're
team
just
was
not being brave enough.
You can
If they
break
were as
every
brave as you, if they were as
for
just
like woman's hyper-aggression.
yeah,
Ballsy as heck. I will take this mini out.
I
Oh, this guy thinks he's fighting an engineer. Secretly, he's
did
fighting an
receive,
engineer and a heavy.
It was funny because I did receive an email for like, all the tax stuff and for like Amazon.
Yeah, I had to redo my
And
Twitch
I was like,
documents.
huh.
It's been a few years.
Yeah, it's like I want like I forgot that I signed a contract.
Yeah.
your contract doesn't stop you from speaking.
No, it doesn't.
No, but it stops Amazon from making the decision in 3 years where everyone with a Twitch partner contract gets paid £1 million because of how much traffic the site brings. So I think that's.
Oh, yeah.
I think being rude will not help with that.
No, but it's just like a fact that they have like slave factories still, don't they? Like it's pretty fucked up.
I still think it's screwed
Fix
that
that,
like
Amazon.
companies need to have a list on their website that's like, this is our policy in terms of slavery. It's like, what the heck? Yo, thank you for the donation.
Did someone say money?
Money.
Money?
Hee hee.
I can't see how much money, but thank you, money.
Talking about like slave
What money is this?
workers in like some poor country.
No,
but
potatoes,
I love
thanks.
money.
Thank you for the £1.69.
Hell yeah. What are
Hell
you
yeah.
gonna buy with that? A feather?
I might need another 2 of those. I suspect I'll probably buy like 4 pints of milk, maybe.
That's a lot of milk.
I like milk.
You can't get away with that.
Babies in milk.
I go through a lot. I mean, I haven't been buying as much lately, but in Oxford I
go
used to
through
buy a
lot.
ton.
Well, that's. I hope you're doing okay.
Thank you. You know, I appreciate your concern. I wish I find employment soon, but for some reason it's very difficult. No one seems to want me. What's up with
figure
it?
out why.
I can't figure out why either. I'm applying for like such a variety of things, and I'm now actually writing individual cover letters for everything, and like applying on company websites, and I'm also applying for stuff that like I am war within experience for, and I'm still not getting replies. Like, who's applying for these jobs? Are there like super programmers with 20 years of experience applying for like a junior mobile developer? Like, who?
You'd struggle to get like a job at Sainsbury's right now, anyways.
It's
Yeah.
like you live in London. It's just a lot of.
There should be so many jobs though. I keep getting emails and spam
There's
going
probably
like,
a
there's
lot of
3,000.
Yeah, well,
There's the modern fields as well, right? Like,
Right now we're in like a recession or something, so it's meant to be
it's like
hard.
it's the places you live if you have if you work or have education in that field, and you go to the big cities. Like you don't have a programmer living like some small city somewhere.
I'm gonna live in
Unless
this
you're just-
field. I'm gonna.
Yo,
work
Oh,
fuck.
potatoes! Thank you for the 5 great
Did
British
someone say,
pounds.
A nice feta. Will he?
Ooh, feta! Yo,
So feta.
I'm gonna buy the nice organic feta.
You better send an image to him.
Actually, you know what? I don't know if you saw on Discord, but Rathforce donated like £6 the other day and said this is chocolate money. So I bought £6 worth of green
I
and
saw the
blacks
chocolate, yeah.
and posted it on Discord. It's fun to do.
Has Chris eaten it all yet?
No, I've tried to hide it away. Instead, she ate all of my ice cream. Yo, waste!
She
£4.20
mentioned-
as
Get
well.
something tasty
She said she
to go
wanted
with
to eat
that
your ice
meal.
cream, but she didn't want to do it while you were streaming.
I'm confident she ate an entire tub of my ice cream already and forgot about it. Because, like, we buy the same amount of ice cream, yet I almost never eat it. Yet for some reason, when we checked yesterday, I only had 1. And I was like, oh, I had 2. Now, I'll take her word on it, because it's illegal for me to say otherwise, you know? I can't
Just like the
I can't doubt Christopher. But I do
probably
think
should.
she might have maybe had like a little spoon here or there, you know? A little cheeky,
She's like a sugar gremlin.
just like a check. Thank you, chat.
I have a real question for you, Roland.
Go on.
A real question.
Yes,
Do
I
you
think
have to queue
Christmas
up
ate
to
all
get
my
into the
ice cream.
supermarket?
Sorry?
Do you still have to queue up to get into the supermarket?
No.
No. I can just walk in.
I went to Sainsbury's the other day. I guess
Yeah.
Tuesday. We just walked in. It was really stressful though. All the markets and stuff are open now, so getting down, you know, various high streets and roads is now like just drowned in people.
Yep.
And the supermarket itself was surprisingly busy. I was having like a mild panic attack trying to get through.
Yeah, I've got a mask and stuff.
Yeah, I actually tried putting one on, and I like couldn't breathe, and my brain went all funny, so I had to take it off. So I'm thinking I have to find a solution to that fast, because I think you need to go to the shops in them starting later this month.
You're one of those Americans who like
I'm
can't
wondering-
breathe in a mask.
I think I thought that was like bullshit. Like I thought it was just people being dicks, but I think I might have something. I think
Yeah,
I need
like,
more
There's
experience.
surgeons who wear like masks
Well, like
Yeah.
for hours on end.
It doesn't affect anything, like... I can't believe it has to be said and that people don't know, but it doesn't affect, like, your oxygen take or anything.
does it not?
No,
Oh, I like put it on for like 10 seconds to test it, and like I started having like just the mildest of panic attacks. And then like when we were out the door, like 20 minutes later, I was still going like.
like, oxygen particles and, like, carbon dioxide particles and, like, most particles in the air are so small that
Yeah.
they pass fine.
Just like
It just just feels like you're drowning a bit. I think
Virus?
it's probably the way you're putting it on. Chris's mum sent us like a zillion masks,
Yeah, it's not
and I tried on a few, and Chris taught me how to put them on because she's a medical professional.
doctor.
So I don't think the way I put them on was incorrect.
But you could also buy yourself some nice
I might get
reusable ones.
Yeah, my mum apparently like months ago made ones for all me and my sisters, but they're still holding on to mine. So I might look into those.
Yeah,
But-
because I bought like a pack of 4 cloth ones for like 20 quid.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And they look cool. I showed you the photo.
Yeah.
Ages
Hello,
Wear
hello.
like a bandana or something.
Yeah.
Most Android stuff was in Java, but nowadays it seems to be Kotlin, and all these jobs I'm applying for that say they want Java in the phone call or the email, they're like, yeah, we're lying, we actually want Kotlin. So it's like, okay, cool. One of his sisters. Yeah, I do. I also have a mum as well.
Your biggest issue, aside from, I guess, is this panic attack that you're having when you put it on.
Yeah, that's not very nice.
Is it'll fog up your glasses.
Yeah.
So just bear that in mind. You can, I think it's like you put like I've been seeing it around, but you put like a wire in the top of it, and you bend that wire.
Yeah,
around.
you pinch your nose. That's what you're meant to do to make it as flush finish.
Yeah, and then it won't fog up your glasses.
I mean, you're meant to do that just to make it an actual like usable mask in the first place. Like it makes it a sealed thing.
Yeah.
You have the face shield thing. That's good for... I feel like that's good for people working in, like, retail, but I don't know if I want to be... Am I, like, allowed to walk around in that? I guess so.
You could get a proper respirator.
I'm not going to buy a, like, £60 medical professional respirator. Isn't there, like, a... People having, like, issues getting a hold of those, like, in the field, right?
People use, for, like, sawdust and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Your uni changed from Java to Android for Kotlin this year. Your uni does Android development? Your education's valuable? Get a gas mask. Just hold your breath, dude. I don't know.
Well, you also wear a mask to protect yourself from other people.
It's more that it's going to be compliant. Like, it's going to be compulsory. So
yeah,
it's...
but you still have ages for that.
No, it's like later in July. It's like 24th of July. Oh, I'm using the shotgun.
9 days.
December, November, September.
We're in July currently.
You want to call me Chris?
For maybe.
I think that's very nice.
Sorry.
Chris and I have nothing in common.
Do you have shotgun the demo? I keep forgetting I have a shotgun on.
Chris is like a gamer.
I don't know if I've ever used
Sugar
shotgun on
gremlin?
maybe.
Sugar gremlin.
Chris is a sugar gremlin.
She's evolved from the chocolate gremlin.
That sounds like a
Just
pimp.
Everything with sugar, she consumes.
She does.
I'm
A
just like
medieval pimp.
I still
Just
can't
like-
make peanut butter.
I'm just a fantastic, like, cool, relatable guy. You know?
That's not very relatable. I'm not.
Where are you shooting?
Aha! I've played Spy on this map. You saw
should
the
work
heavy
on that,
shooting for
brother.
2 seconds?
Can't believe you might actually win this game, Warren. I also can't believe it's lasted this long, but
Yeah, I was supposed to say, this has been a ride.
Why did that engineer stop shooting me? What?
we've watched this man learn, and he's won it. He's won the game.
Look, I have a positive
believe
KD now.
Are you number one? You're not number one.
No, our demo man, our like furry demo man overtook us.
They're just too good. Those old bronies, they've just come too far.
How much difference do you think there is between the furries and the bronies? Like, do you
Well,
think
the
there's a bit of
animals
do
that
you think
they
there's like a
like.
crossover, or do you think they like hate each other like weebs and furries?
I don't know. Bronies is like based all around My Little Pony, isn't it? I don't know if do you have to watch it to be a brony? Or can you just like ponies and be a brony?
Do you think it's like Toho, where if you don't play the games, there's like a really niche subset of people that hate you just because you like the music, and you're
There's
not
people
allowed to
who like
Toho if
anime
you don't play the
art but
games?
don't watch anime, just have like anime profile pictures.
Yeah, but those are like Zoomers these days, aren't they?
You're a Zoomer. We're Zoomers.
Spycrabs had more kills than me that game, but I had more deaths, so I think we know who won there.
Your demo man must have had a great game, and he must have been so angry at you, stinky man.
We won. I don't care.
Your demo man did 600 DPM. You could have won a lot sooner.
Well, I was enjoying
I have to
myself.
see this, guys. It is a brony. I knew it. I could recognize that anyway, because I'm not a brony.
Yeah, the first 2 rounds was me warming up. Yeah. We would have won faster if I was warmed up.
Ah, I see.
That's the excuse. Why do people keep putting like Highlander on these weird maps? Just like put a Bad Water on it. I was going to say earlier, they fixed TF2 Center, so you can only have 1 Highlander lobby up at a time.
That's been for a long time.
Oh, really?
Kept making more to play like Sniper and Spy.
Yeah, because people kept doing that.
I found
And then
a
they'd be like,
pimple in my facial hair. This hurts. Holy shit.
You got a pimple in your face. Oh, that's the worst.
Well,
Yeah,
growing
just-
How are you going to get rid of it?
I'm just gonna leave it be, I guess.
Your uni is for
Can't see it.
programming, so you can choose where you go. That's amazing. Mine was just general crap, and we had a bunch of random business stuff that was kind of useless.
This guy has nearly 6,000 hours in the game, by the way, the demo.
Damn.
That's a game more than me. 2K more than me.
Well, better than cake.
Yeah, that's what that means. I would probably be one of the worst players to play high plus.
Advanced lobbies are mumble required. Is this an advanced lobby? Ew, no.
Well, see
I'll
you
just-
later, alligator.
Skip that. I could play Snakewater Scout. Snakewater Scout's pretty fun, right? Like sixes?
Yeah, sixes is fun.
Which scout has more hours? This
Could play
one.
Aussie Duo Baloo.
Blue's cool, isn't it?
Oh, Vapor, hello. Hasn't been a million years since I've
Oh,
seen Vapor.
There's a lobby setting for off-classing. Oh, Vaporkin, yeah, hey.
Is he not one of your longest subs?
Yeah.
He's the number one. That's
Is he still
insane.
number one?
Yeah, 37.
Oh, my game's broken. I thought I fixed this. There's a console command that's meant to fix this like scattergun bug, which like enable mods, and apparently it is Mastercom. So I was correct for being rude and saying that I don't want to use it because it screws up my game. It does. Apparently it has a command that like screws with mods, and I tried to fix that by like installing their plugin for it and like all this other bollocks and using this console command. Does not.
Are your
work.
hands pushing on their own?
Yeah. I wasn't doing anything. I have to restart the game, otherwise it's like impossible to play Scout. And if that's the Sixers game, then I don't want to have to leave midway through. What's good? How's it going, man? I have a lot of stuff.
Seeing you for a hot minute. What's with hot minutes, by the way? Can we get cold minutes?
Hi, TK.
What's that, TK?
TK in voice? What's wrong?
It's because he saw I was there.
You okay?
Yeah, it's 'cause Cake was here and I miss Cake. I'm a big fan of Cake, honestly. Like,
Nice to see you
oh,
too, TK.
man. Hi, Cake's friend.
Moi will sad.
Shit.
What about me?
Hi, Cake's acquaintance, I think.
Yep.
I'm Tomu. Hello.
Oh,
I've
that's
known
a
Tomu
shame.
longer than I've known Woolen.
No, you. Oh yeah, you have, haven't you?
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't believe they're both only your acquaintance.
Oh, Moi.
How is everyone?
I think
Tomu and
okay.
I played a very romantic Terraria playthrough without Woolen. Very important.
Tomu lied to me.
I
So, you did.
I asked you a question. How can I tell a lie if I ask a question?
What does that sentence mean?
That means exactly what you think it
Why
means.
did you ask a question? I'm looking at our DMs.
I asked if you wanted to play a game.
Is it Overwatch?
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you're like, hey, there's a Sigma event in the next 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks.
Yeah?
And then you're like, wrong weekend, Lamal, get on, kiddo.
That was
And I
wrong.
was like, what the fuck? You just lied to me?
No, that was wrong weekend about Chris, because she's not free this weekend, it's the next week.
Yeah, she's really busy right now.
Wait, you never. Oh, you said this weekend. I didn't read that. I didn't think you ever gave me a time or a day or
I-
anything, really. You
You,
just said, hey, game.
Wait,
And I said, yeah, okay.
this
Booga
weekend,
booga. me
I got
like
kicked
game.
off Scout. What
Get
prick
owned.
did this? I wanted to play in this lobby.
they don't want
Hi.
high under players.
That's a mean thing. Oh, I guess I'll play this Badwater Pro lobby.
Also, I enjoyed
Spy
you,
gameplay chat.
You mentioning.
Well, I think I'm gonna fucking ban you for that message, by the way.
Wait, is this a Highlander?
Who you banning?
Blank.
You're so poggers, babe. When you
What did
first
he-
rejected
what did
me,
he
I was
say?
Pepe hand, but when you told me you
Oh.
were capping, I was so happy to be debated. I'm
Yeah,
Omega lol.
I'm gonna ban him too, actually.
But you love me no matter what. Together we can have a life free
Whatever,
of
man.
weird champs, just
Jake,
you
do
and
you
me.
wanna, do you wanna ban him on Twitch and I'll ban him on Discord?
No, you can't. He plays games with us.
Fix chat.
Chat,
Oh fuck.
chat, can you post
Oh,
the same
no.
message repeatedly, please?
No, okay.
Yeah, cake. Yeah, buddy.
You just
Mutiny.
you have to pay for that. You know that.
Yeah, you have to pay
Post
for that.
that.
You gotta redeem it.
No waste. no.
Doesn't-
Searching
doesn't.
for an ad. Get out of here.
Just to confuse them for a solid second.
Blacklist
and
that
they'll
server.
Only post emotes anyway.
Who is Why is it so hard just to find like a jump map? How is this US and I have 21 ping?
Jump TF one.
Fuck, I was muted. What?
Yeah, you were muted. I haven't heard you for like 3 minutes.
I haven't heard you for a hot minute.
What about Blessed?
I hate that.
Why?
I don't like it.
Willen,
What?
I heard you talking about Kotlin. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. Do you want me to answer this like it's an interview and they're asking me, or do you want me to answer this in
Real
this?
talk. As a buddy.
I wish we developed the last app in it so I could tell people that I had experience in it.
I'm actually currently learning it.
Rank 50 only. Oh. Is that what Jump TF is? They're all
Yeah,
like
Jump
advanced
TF,
only
wanna go
though.
on beginners.
Jump Oats.
Also Tempest.
Yeah, that's Jump TF.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
They rebranded.
Guys, have you heard the salami lid?
No.
Stop making such noises, brother.
He's
Sorry.
aggressive.
Sorry, Kate. I
My
didn't
friend
mean.
kept mentioning the salami lid. It was like a 400 view video.
Speedrun. Speedrun. Go, 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 go.
Oh, you
20
can't
seconds. Go,
jump
go,
on
go.
that. I've never played this map before.
Go, go, go.
The salami lid. Ain't gone fit.
What?
Wow, you're pretty good at jumping, one.
Thanks.
Well,
This.
look at the wall.
Oh.
Hey, Cake.
Yeah.
I tried some Diablo 3 last night.
Why?
Because I wanted to try out the new season.
Did you play on your own?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You were offline.
Well, that's true, because I was getting horribly wasted. Well, I asked you earlier if you wanted to play, and I think you just
Okay,
didn't answer.
I didn't because I was like, Diablo 3, am I right? But
You're
then I realized...
Lem,
I
babe.
realized
That's so
that
Pepe
every
hands,
game,
babe.
What?
Every game is bad. Like,
Yeah.
name me a good game right now.
Wait, what am I doing here?
What's that game that you play, TK?
I play a lot of TF2.
That game.
TK, I still have a bounty for
Um,
that.
Great game, you should play it.
I need to get at least 21 concurrent viewers to make like $7.
Nice.
Do you think
that's like
21
£3
people would want me
for my
to
money.
play that?
I'll be real with you, it's going to be an awful experience streaming it. Because
People are such fucking backseat
everyone will
gremlins.
backseat because it's a strategy game, and backseating in strategy games is significantly worse.
Dude, even when we played Terraria, like the backseating and
Oh, yeah, that was a
fucking
pain.
Terraria, it's like, oh my god.
It's like
man.
backseating goes for like games you can backseat, you know, like Minecraft, Terraria, shit games, but they get backseated. Like they're not great for backseating, but they get.
Oh, this is
backseated.
process
Then
middle.
then it's like strategy games get hard backseated, and then it's
They
like,
have, like, a
chess
meta.
gets omega like backseat, because chess is the worst one.
It's because games like chess and generally strategy games has like a best thing to do. Like there's always the correct answer. Like
Well,
games with correct answers. People are just like,
That's why you play
games
Slay the
"You
Spire,
didn't make
where
the
there's
perfect
20
move in
moves,
chess."
and they're all
Well, it's
wrong.
like games like TFT, it's like it's not as bad, because although there's a meta, it's like you can do stuff that's like situational and understandable, and you can explain yourself.
Did we
But
talk about?
Don't you have like an engine that can tell you the best move, and if you don't make it, it's like wham.
It's
Get
like,
on
yeah,
it.
you did it wrong. TK, was it you I talked with it about? But like the contest between the Twitch streamers, there was like a professional. What's he like? Is he an international master or a grandmaster? I don't remember. Made like an article about how like
Oh, yeah.
praising like beginners for playing chess is a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was
What?
like, this entire contest for Twitch streamers
So-
is like bad.
The article I'm thinking about, the guy who wrote it didn't actually believe that. He wrote it on like to give a different opinion, because they tried to write both sides. So he wrote.
Like, I just think that perspective is so fucked.
But the thing is, that perspective exists in the chess community. It's very much like
Chess is,
this is
yeah, there's a lot of
chess is
elitists.
yeah, it's very elitist.
So the people, there were people of the opinion that we shouldn't like praise or stream content
Hey.
from like people who aren't good at the game because it teaches bad habits and like praises bad players.
You should just be able to
It was wild.
What you worth? Am I right? Are you a GM in chess? No. Get off the fucking planet then.
I used to remind me of that one time I played Osu and someone walked into the stream, said his rank, said that no one should be watching me because I'm bad, and then left. I was like,
up at night.
I know, I just remembered about it, and I'm like, what is that guy doing now? Yeah, he told people to go watch his stream instead if they want to watch real high-end gameplay. I don't think he had many viewers.
No,
I don't think I did either. Though.
People who do that usually don't.
Well, because they're
I went
pros.
to 2K streaming.
And it's like the people that do that as well.
I'm
typically
sandpapering my arm
will
doing
not
this.
get a viewer base, and they'll care like way too much about numbers.
When I still talk to Alex a lot, we played chess sometimes.
Bloody. Or
no, Mental X.
oh, yeah, I was gonna say which German
Mental
Alex are you talking about?
We would play chess and he would like stream. People
Atomic
would be in
chess.
chat like, fucking what's the lul emote? Whenever you made like a move that wasn't the perfect move, it's like we're like retards. We're just playing because it's funny. Like chess is funny if you don't try hard. And people were just like a fucking stupid move, idiot. It's like, oh, okay, man.
People are really dicks when it comes to like any game that's remotely like
In a lot of games,
thinky.
there is like
You need
an
to
objective way to play the best, I think. But it's like there's also a subjective way to have fun.
like using
And
claw
I
in Slay the Spire.
I don't think people understand that.
Some people don't understand that
They
fun
just
doesn't have
don't
to be
get it.
winning. Like
They
if
get it.
you don't win, it's not fun.
They meant it as a meme, but
Yeah.
chat told me earlier today that fun is suboptimal. Like it's a quote from like another streamer, like in like in a joking way. But like I was like, man, I know I shouldn't take this card, but like it's fun, so I'm gonna do it. And then I lost. I was like, that's alright.
What
At least
you
I was
do
having
in Binding
fun.
of Isaac as well, right?
I
Like,
mean,
Isaac
yeah.
has so many shit items, but it's fun.
I mean, listen, if I'm speedrunning something, then I'm not gonna go, haha, I'll do the funny thing,
yeah.
you know? But like,
About the-
I'm not having fun, so I'm gonna do the funny thing.
It's like it's just, especially games like chess, right? Like, cause chess has the technical perfect route to play.
Yes.
So
The thing I find funny
painful.
though,
It's so
a
painful.
lot of the time, if people are quoting engines, they won't actually understand half of the moves, because engines play for the long game, like end game. They
Yeah.
like are trying to move, setting stuff up, like moves in advance. So a lot of the time, people won't even understand what the perfect move is. They'll just see it on an engine and be like, "Buddy, you blundered there. You didn't go for this." You know?
You
Like,
didn't set up for 8 minutes in the future when he's
It's like
80%
watching-
likely to do this.
I used to watch like GMs and like international masters and whatnot play, and they would like pre-move and like the things they would set up and pieces they would let die to like keep positions, and it's just it goes so over your head, but it's so fascinating when there's like a good player that explains, oh, he did this because he's
Yeah.
planning to do that. It's like, oh, well, that's quite interesting,
I've been
but that
watching
doesn't.
a bit of that.
It just does not make sense.
This is my favorite part of the app, where you just find the people.
Yeah, I just found
who
every soldier.
What'd you say, TK?
I've been watching a bit of chess, and it's really nice to have it explained, but it's like I just cannot have chat on half of the channels.
Yeah.
And
The worst part is the people who do backseat are like the mid-range players.
Well, it's always the
Yeah.
people that don't know how bad they are yet, and they think that because they have a little bit of experience,
it's
they have
for
as
chess,
much
I think
experience as masters.
It's always the players that are like 80 and 100 ranked to like 2000. So they're better than your average chess player. Like they aren't actually like competitive tournament players, right? Like they're just amateur chess players.
Yeah.
But they're always like, you should do this.
I mean, it's the same with like TFT. A lot of the TFT backseaters are like
It's
silver
diamond
players.
plat players. Oh well,
It's
that's it.
silver to plat. Like, there, I was watching Dara.
Same for
like,
League as well, right? They
yesterday,
say like the
day
most
before.
toxic place is the mid ranks.
Yeah. But I was watching like Skara yesterday or the day before. He was getting coached by like a top 20
Red
something
Spy.
player. And the chat was like, reading all this, and he just called chat out for being silver immediately, and everyone was just like, true.
Chat has a weird dynamic where they feel the need to be above streamers.
I just
Yeah.
despise backseating so much.
Well,
That's why I like.
imagine playing like heavy on coal plant in Highlander in a lobby and being told and being told that you're playing suboptimally.
I can't imagine it.
That'd be really weird, right?
You're running the default minigun, buddy. In that situation, the Natasha is actually better.
You should have shown your sandwich 2 degrees to the left there, and it would have done 2% more healing, 8% faster, and they would have had a 0.12% chance to survive that minigun shot. Classic blunder right there. It's understandable while you, not a mid player, wouldn't get this.
Okay. I wouldn't have made that mistake. You know, it's okay. Maybe for the next time.
Woolen, you can't have an adamant Ampharos. It's a special attacker. You're not allowed to use it. It's not okay. Like, oh, chat, yeah, I think I might give him like Thunder Punch and stuff. It'll be fun. Like, no. You give him Thunderbolt and you EV him to have special attack and HP.
My favorite. Go on, Tommy. Go on, Tommy.
Helltaker backseating was really funny. I was asked for it to stop and people were giving explicit instructions.
As somebody in this play Pokemon doesn't really care for the battling and stuff, do you actually like capture Pokemon with the right ability, with the right whatever trait it is, personality thing, to play with in a play?
People don't usually do that.
Playthrough? Normal
Because I've never.
playthrough? No.
Yeah, the normal.
The only time I bother doing it is if I'm actually gonna play online a bit, or just for fun.
Yeah,
Which
like I do
played
it.
online a little bit for fun, but I didn't really do it that much.
Yeah, when I
and-
breed,
Go on.
if I breed stuff, then I'll do it just as like another check mark, just to be like,
If I'm
I have the.
like shiny thing and breeding,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
But,
people backseat a Helltaker.
In Sword and Shield, it's less needed. To be fair, you get
Right.
rental teams, you can just fucking do it like that.
Yeah. TK, I don't know if you watched any Helltaker, but it's like a short little puzzle game with like 9 stages, and I was enjoying myself, deciding all of the choices. People were literally writing the walkthrough in chat, like the exact steps to take to win. Like up, left, right. And the problem is, the moment you've read that comment, you can't play anymore, because there's only one way to win that floor. So you're like forced to watch it and go, up, right, down, or whatever. And you go like, please stop. And they're like, okay, here's some advice. You need to push these rocks this way. It's like, there's 9 stages. This game is half an hour long. Stop. It's like,
So you're running the spice call there.
But it's interesting.
it's a
isn't
puzzle
it?
game.
It's interesting for the mindset because now
People think you're playing it to
you've
win.
enjoyed the game, right? Like you've enjoyed the game. You're sitting there as a Twitch viewer. I played the game. Now this person shouldn't get the same enjoyment as I did.
Well,
I think it's more that it's like, I've already know the solution, and it's annoying that he doesn't.
puzzle
I
things,
just
puzzle
don't
game
like it.
especially, it's like a seek of validation. You know,
It's like, hey guys,
like-
I got this too. Did you all
I
get
did
this?
this smiley face.
I know this puzzle. Watch this. Like I'm good at game.
Woolen,
I'm better at
listen.
I'm better at game than streamer.
Alright, Lance always starts out with a Gyarados, so you should have put your electric type at the front, not your flying type. Classic blunder. It's understandable. Also, you should have taught him Thunderbolt and not Thunder, because the 30% chance to miss, I just don't think it's worth it.
Thunder's so cool.
You're gonna throw up.
The best demon
Backseating
girl
is
is
a
Cerberus.
Because like if it's a game you can't backseat at, then you know what the next move to do is, right?
Spam.
You throw out the, oh man, you're so bad, it hurts. That line. That's the classic line.
Do you like the one where it's like, hey guys, I haven't played this in a while, it's my first person shooter in like a couple of weeks, and they're like, man, Woolen's really gotten bad over the last few years.
That's another good one, yeah.
Haven't had that for a little while though, but I was getting that when I started restreaming this a few months ago.
There's a few other ones. But
I run
it's
away.
like-
Dude, I did back when I actually streamed sometimes. I talked about my demo on America
remember
versus
that.
Denmark, right? And some guy in chat was like, "Is this actually competitive?" It's like, are you fucking stupid? It's like, well, obviously, I'm not talking over a pub, but it's like, he doesn't like. I don't even get the perspective because it's
People-
literally like obviously I'm not the only person in the server who's good at the game. It's like everyone's good at the game, right? Like I'm not
I
gonna
think
stand
that's
out
what a
because
lot of people
everyone is good at the game. But this guy was just like, well, you're fucking shit. Well, yeah, obviously, because I'm playing people who are just equally good. It's like I'm not gonna get like
I
50
think that's,
frags
like-
because the other players the fucking ball. Like it's not gonna happen. Oh, you
That's
shit.
like the biggest like thing is that people don't understand. It's like when you play at a high level,
You're the
other
only one who
people
gets
are at a
better.
higher level.
Yeah, it's just
And
like, oh,
it's
you're
like-
shit. It's like, what?
And then it's equally on the other side. The second you play like a pub, they expect you to kill literally everyone in the server, but you're not going to take a pub seriously 9 times out of 10. You're not going to be like, guys, we need to
It's
calm.
like, yeah,
in
you
this
get
public
chased. You
video
get
game.
chased down in the pub, and he like taunts you, and it's like, oh, I fucking killed the prem player.
Do
It's
you
like,
like
I'm just
the clips
just
of
playing
killing
a
the
pub, right?
streamer?
But it's one of that's like the equivalent of backseating in FPS games.
Yeah, that's how
I
you
think.
take it into other games. It's like
And again, it's that fuel of I'm good at game. I am better.
I
at
just
game.
found the comment so funny because it's like, oh, you're shit. Like, can't even tell this is a high level scrim. It's like, what? Maybe you should have played in it then. Like, I don't know, man. I guess
Like,
you can't see.
I've never experienced that in TF2,
Holy
but I
shit. Well, you just got decimated, by the way.
I was the
did.
pogo that he pogoed off. I think he hit me,
was
so he took more
amazing.
self damage and flew further.
I hope that man comes into chat and it's like, God,
God,
I would have
Woolen,
been invisible there if I was you.
did you really play Prem? How did you die in this lobby? Don't you get like a health bonus when you play Highlander at a
Also,
high
you
level?
have your crosshair, because that must be the reason that you can aim.
But yeah, like I've never experienced in TF2 somebody like saying, "Oh, this is bad because you know it looks like my game or something," right? Like, or it doesn't, like, you know, you're not playing amazingly, so it's bad. But in Overwatch, I've seen it happen a lot with like lots of like people in like
Oh.
Twitch chats and stuff. They don't quite understand that you know they're in gold or something, and they're watching somebody in like top 500, and they're like, "This game looks the same as me. Why can't it just be
Really
this?
common.
Why am I not this rank? Like I should be
Yeah.
this rank. It looks the same." And it's like it's not
Not the
quite
same.
how it works. Like, it looks the same because it's the same game, and if you have people with the same skill level, it should roughly play the same.
Isn't the
Well,
classic meme where
it's-
people
it's
look
like-
at the logs but not the game, and they're like,
a lot of the things that change aren't like the fighting, right? It's like the game
Just
sense,
everything
like the
is a
decision
bit
making.
cleaner.
Usually. Like,
It's like
people
how
always look at
fast
aim.
you.
People always think, oh, I can aim good, so I should be this good. But it's like,
Yeah, but then
Oh,
you're the
like-
Widowmaker who like stands in front of spawn. And it's like, oh, well, how did I die? Like, well, man.
this other player's
Like,
probably cheating.
I said I need
Seen
healing one time.
remorse.
I did not get healed.
Yeah, it's like stuff like that. It's like, oh, I don't understand the heal priority, right? Like, but I should get healed because I'm killing people.
I'm killing people, and I took damage.
People are just wild. I find it impressive because when I played TF2, I was like, I mean, I was a very angry man, but I understood the perspective of like, there's people better than me, right?
Yeah.
Like, I could blame myself. I might get angry, but I would blame myself usually.
Do you like blaming other people when you're losing?
I was like, I could never get into the mindset of like blaming other people for me fucking up, because it's just like I did something stupid. I need to learn something from this, right? These people, it's like the mindset like it couldn't possibly be them that are wrong. Like it's never me. It's always like, oh, this guy like
Let's
did
ghost
something
by Crows.
stupid. It's like, oh, the
GG.
pyro fucking WM1, so I die. So like maybe you shouldn't have been so fine. You could get WM1. Idiot.
Oh my god, Woolen, why didn't you
So,
kill
like,
that soldier there? You clearly
This gets me
disguised
so
him.
heated.
You got him with your friendly disguise, right? Should have gotten him. Do you not see his back was completely open?
That's very, very on you earlier.
I think it's like one of the biggest things in most games though. A lot of people need to like stay a lot humbler than they are.
Oh yeah, massively. People have such an ego that they can't, like, they just don't take. They don't know how to turn off their ego.
I
They
like.
always want to.
But I think that's with like every game and every like scenario pretty much. There's always a lot of like the better people.
the other team
at
called
whatever
Cucks.
are gonna.
We're
Well,
called
it's a game where
cucks.
you play against people, or it's a game that you can see that you're better than somebody, then you're always going to be like ego.
That's why I play games that have RNG because then no one
Yeah.
actually is better than anyone and they just got lucky. So you can just say you never
Blame
get
luck.
lucky.
Do you
know?
like single player games with scoreboards that people can compare each other against?
Yeah.
I actually hate scoreboards.
Do you like games like Osu, where there is an objective best
No.
way to farm leaderboard scores, and it may not be the most fun way to play?
No.
So if you aren't the highest rank, then you're actually bad at the game.
I'm a big fan of games such as Team Fight Tactics. However,
GG.
the problem with Team Fight Tactics is no one plays it in my friend group.
I'm back. What does someone
Okay,
play?
we're arguing about things.
Arguing. I love arguing.
You know what no one plays in
TF2?
in the group. Yeah, it makes me so sad.
Why instead of TF2, you start playing some TF?
I'm not a big strategy guy. I will play chess with you. I was actually going to ask you.
Oh, you want to play
Have you
chess?
played any chess after watching people play?
I've only played against
Trackmania.
a level 7 to 8 computer most of the time.
I don't know what that means. I play Stockfish.
About 1,100 to 1,200 rated.
The NPCs are pretty, or the bot is pretty stupid though.
Yeah, it's because I'm too scared to play online.
Spycrats, what are you doing? I thought you wanted a melee
I'm
duel.
too intimidated.
I play on
I played against
the
Apollo.
chess page, and it has the Stockfish AI, and the Stockfish AI seems to blunder on purpose instead of like
chess. Which page?
it's called Lit Chess or something. Li
Oh,
Chess.
okay. I've been playing on chess.com. I don't know what AI they use.
It's it has Stockfish AI, but it blunders on purpose in lower like ranks, so it throws pieces away and lets you get away with it, and it's just like it's just a weird way to scale it, because
Yeah,
it's like it's obviously like it's making mistakes that normal players, even if they were lower rank, wouldn't make.
Yeah. I mean,
And then you play the like 14 or not the,
I
the
think
2400, and it like predicts you 7 moves into the future, and you lose.
I'm really scared to play online because I'm scared I'm gonna get decimated, and I'll never feel the same again.
TK, don't be scared.
TK, never fear, Woolen is here. Do you like that?
Oh,
When I'm a superhero, that will be my catchphrase.
That's really original.
Do you
Is it-
use all the
who else
cool
has it?
openings and defenses as well,
okay. I'll be real with you.
or do you just play from intuition?
I know the names of the openings, and I know one opening.
TK, what's the name of the opening where you move the pawn? The same
I
movement
don't
they
know the
do
names.
for the first 5 moves. Like, you just do everything they do, but in
The
inverse.
mirror.
What if instead of a mirror, you start calling it
I don't know what
a
it's
copy?
actually
I know there's the Sicilian.
called.
I don't remember what it is though.
It's the Scotch.
Is there a
there's
brandy?
What's it called? The London something? I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
The London
called
handshake.
the London to me. There's
What's the pawn in front of the king called? That's like the
Queen
first move
Gambit.
everyone learns,
the
right?
King Gambit?
The Bosa's Gambit, bro.
The Botes Gambit.
Yeah, the Queen's Gambit.
How about instead of the queen's gambit, we have the
I don't
king's
remember the
gambit?
name of the one that's like the standard one where you go.
It's king, isn't it?
D5, E4,
thought it was
is it?
Something like
Oh,
that.
there's the French defense. That's one.
Hell yeah.
I'm getting there.
Hey, Spycrats.
I don't know what any of them are though. I just know what they're called.
To be honest, I mostly play
You
the
say
Queen's
en
Gambit.
passant?
Meaty.
Oh, en passant.
En passant.
Isn't the Queen's Gambit like the easiest one, like to learn?
Yeah,
Because it's like
that's
the most
why I've played it the most.
the most like I don't know. Chess people don't like it. I don't like
Oh.
Queen's Gambit.
Jack, do you
People don't like the. It's the Queen's Gambit, the one that sets up for the 4-move checkmate.
Yeah.
Scholars, mate.
Yes, Scholars. It's the 4-move checkmate, right?
Yeah.
Scholars mate.
What's
It's
the
one
quickest
people
checkmate
really
you can
hate.
get?
4.
4 move.
What does that involve? Is it like moving the queen out of the way and then into the king?
It's
or-
the pawn that stands diagonal to the bishop and the queen. Yeah. I don't remember if it's D or E. It's one of those two.
It's like chess is a scary game. Like
It's all like remembering patterns.
it's like
And I don't have any
TF2.
patience. I like bullet because I don't have to think too hard.
Is that same as Blitz chess or
Bullet's 1 minute, I think.
Oh,
There's-
Jesus
Blitz is
Christ.
5, right?
yeah, Blitz is 3?
What is it, 3? What is it that's 5 then? Is it?
I think it's 5-minute chess.
I don't remember. One of them's 1
Oh
minute.
wait, is Blitz 3?
I don't remember the times.
Pretty sure it's 3.
Chess?
Oh,
Times.
Blitz chess
Maybe I'm wrong.
has time control between 5 and 10 minutes.
I think think it's.
Oh, maybe it's
bullet,
5.
like the lower- I don't remember.
Maybe it's bullet is 3. I can't
I like
remember.
the fast one. Yeah. Try to find.
Oh, blitz can be 3, 4, or 5 minutes. Bullet is 1.
Yeah, bullets. I like bullet.
So it's 3 minutes with 0 increment.
Can't you do it in 3 if black helps white? Like if you're
Oh,
working
sorry,
together.
So check or mate yourself. No,
Well, I'm like, surely that could just be considered if it's just a bad player and they didn't know what
no,
they're
because
doing.
that's an illegal move, isn't it? You can't move your king into danger on purpose.
Yeah.
Really?
hmm It's not allowed.
Is it possible to do these illegal moves accidentally? Because like when you play online and games and stuff, it's always built into the engine that you're not
Yeah,
allowed to
there's
do these
Well,
things.
in real life,
there's
it's like
examples
you
of
can
it.
get it checked, right? But like, there's also always a guy watching your games.
Is it like when you're playing Pokemon and you're like, okay, if I sleep one of your Pokemon by accident, I'll just like waste a move until he wakes up.
There was an example a while ago I saw that like someone done an illegal move, it didn't get called out, and then the next turn the guy who did the illegal move called out that it wasn't called out, and then the other guy lost. It was a mandatory one, but like it's pretty like serious. I think you gotta call it out. Also, Kig, do you wanna play some Diablo 3?
Sure.
That was a good game.
I made a monk. I've never played monk.
Yeah, I had a KD of so, like over 3. Main class in a lobby. Got the top frag. Okay, it's like 10 minutes left, Chad. I don't know if I want to do another lobby. You want to?
I think chess is fun.
can
I
watch
sometimes
it.
play with my friends in real life.
There's another
a bit.
spy lobby here in Upwood. We could do a quick.
But
lobby.
it's like it's in a casual. Like me and my friend have both played a bit of chess, and I'm not very good at chess. But if you play
Okay.
someone who's never played chess, you can just like step over them. Do you want to play me? Probably not. When people
scared
ask
of
others to play chess, they usually expect themselves to be better. It's not how it works.
Cake, do you want to play me at chess? I promise you, I will play
Well,
so
I guess
weirdly.
it's-
There is no chance
I'm
that you
pretty
can
sure
lose.
even after mentioning it to you, I could probably pull the fork move check right on.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what you do.
Yeah.
I'm
People
assuming
don't know how
you
to
can
counter.
see that I don't know, and you can work around that. So even if it's not the exact move, surely you can like slightly adjust it.
There's one correct thing to do. Like there's just a move that stops it.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Well, that just sounds like a pain in the ass then.
Yeah.
Chess stream. I stream chess. I beat Chris chess. Never gonna play it again.
That's true. You did.
Oh yeah, I watched and then we tried to commentate on it, and it was
Sickening.
something. Yeah, disgusting. Quite honestly.
I famously say I will never play chess against anyone that knows what the word opening means. Because it means they have
What's
about 8
that?
times the experience as me. TK?
If you know how to open and you play so against someone who doesn't, you've already won.
Yeah. I don't know any openings, and I don't know any default strategies, so I would just
say
lose.
that my like late game is my absolute worst in
If you know that there's a
chess.
mid-late
Like, I don't know how
game,
to finish.
get out
I'm
of here.
so good at getting draws. I'm so good at getting draws in
Classic
situations
Jake
where I should win.
Wait, can you
Just
draw
gotta
in
finish it.
chess?
Yeah, you can draw if you force the other person into a situation where you like do the same move 3 times, the game like resides.
Seriously? So like the thing where it's just like a pawn chasing like a king over and over again.
Yeah, I mean the pawns don't chase money.
Well, the stuff you play when you're like 6 and you're playing chess, and it's just like that king left at the end running around, and there's like no way either of you can win. Here we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I played like a lot of chess as a kid, like for fun, and as a kid I mean like age like 7.
Yeah, I was in a club when
I was too. I left the club though because I thought we wouldn't be playing chess, and instead of playing chess, the guy just taught his openings, and I thought it was fucking boring as hell.
Yeah, I just went and played other children.
That's what I wanted to do, but like
It was really sad because I have like a clear memory. I was like in the news. I had my grandma has like a newspaper like clip of me like 7-year-old playing chess.
that's really cute.
And I played really well, and my team was so shit that we didn't get to go on. So even though I did well, I we just couldn't
Wait, am
go
I on the
anywhere
wrong
with
team?
it. And then I never played chess again. Also, I got fucking destroyed by my parents when I was little. They showed no mercy. It was really great. I
Have
kinda
you already
liked it.
got a character for this season?
Are you offline? Now?
I haven't played this season yet. Hang on. I wanted to check the leaderboards to see what's relevant.
But, like,
So I want to
I-
be able to speedrun or not get fast runs.
Whenever I play chess, I play it like one turn at a time and just randomly do stuff because it's funny. So the moment I think I'd have to play against anyone that knows what to do remotely, it would just not be fun. Because they'd be like, oh, I see he doesn't know what he's doing, so I'm going to set up for the Queen's bum tickle, which in 1.5 turns allows me to launch the King's dead liver, and pour a Guinness on his side of the board to win within roughly 7.6 calculation turns. Like, well, you know, I put the knight here because, you know, why not?
I think the same as you. I've played like 5 games of chess, so I literally know nothing.
It's a general thing, by the way, Beaver, with the like, if you know how to open, you will beat your friends if they don't play. But that's just because you know the openings, but maybe you
If you have watched any game of chess, you will instantly be able to beat me, because in my life, I've never been able to get more than 1 turn into an online game.
It's like, yeah, like, I'd say I'm not good at chess.
I'd say it's so boring to watch.
I understand chess, but I'm not good. So it's like, if you play against someone who doesn't play chess, it's so fast, you can pick up on the mistakes. Like, blundering and putting pieces in places they can't be saved by other pieces, like protected or whatever.
Putting it in
People have made mistakes.
in a weirder light, I've played a lot of Slay the Spire, so like, the regular game outside of the highest difficulty is extremely easy, but people still come into chat and they're like, I'm having so much difficulty on like the mid-boss. I'm like, okay, it's cool, you know, these are the things you can do to improve. But I think it's like that with chess, where like, if you just haven't played the game much, even the basics is like difficult until you've played it like hundreds and hundreds of hours. And then at some point it's just like brain dead. You're like, oh, obviously you just do this.
I found that with Terraria as well, when people say they can't beat the Moon Lord. I'm like, huh.
I mean, I didn't realize how easy it was. Like, when I tried playing it on single player when he first got released, the arena was my normal boss arena, so I tried fighting him standing still. I couldn't dodge any of his attacks, and he seemed to have way too much health for me to deal with.
You're gonna have to start over, buddy.
Oh, am I?
I mean, I don't have a character.
I'm only level 14.
We've done Toho
I'm gonna be
streams.
level 1.
Okay. Can I? I'll switch. I'll switch characters once I.
Team Colin /
Oh, yeah,
user.
you can do that. What do I want to play? Like,
I'm playing.
You're just big heroes, never get shit. Oh. I feel like chess is one of those things you probably could get into by yourself, just if you're a kid and you're really into it. Surely there's enough online resources like
fun.
today. I think it's fun if you know what your goal is.
Who taught me the game. It was really nice.
When you play chess, you usually help the other
parents
players so they get
played with
better.
that stuff.
Well, that's really nice. That's a good way to do it. A link between
I think-
world stream. Never.
I'm not good enough at chess to teach other people.
You're good enough to teach me. If you know literally
Like-
anything, if you could go like, oh,
That's
you
the
should have done
thing,
this.
If you did like a chess stream and I would tell you what I knew, there'd be people in chat who were like, that's not optimal.
And I would tell them
It'd just be
to
like painful.
leave.
It's when you don't have chat open, gig.
Yeah, that's just painful. Like, I don't want to be micromanaged playing chess. I think chess is fun. I'm not here to become a chess professional.
That's why I started doing.
How confident in your
Monster-
trick stabs currently? Trick stabs.
On Monster Hunter streams, sometimes there'd be people that would come into chat and be like, "Why isn't Willen doing this?"
Cake, do you want to know something? I think I've played like 300, 400, 500 hours of World now. I've used the hammer like hundreds of hours. Last stream, or 2 stream ago, I discovered that there's a thing you can do with the hammer to like double your damage output that I just didn't know about.
Discovered before.
Well, people had told me about it, and I was like, I don't get it, and then so I just didn't use it. You just press B. Like you like charge and then you press B and you like hold onto energy. I think the holding mechanic confused me though. I was like, what? Do you hold a charge? Like, do you let go? Like, if you'd have just said, oh, it's like a damage bonus and you don't flinch, I would have been like, oh,
Okay, well, I have like
got
400 hours
Free resources.
I still
Resources.
have one
So you
weapon.
can upgrade all the things. We're gonna play Witch Doctor apparently. Build resources.
build resources.
What the fuck?
So I got you into Osu, have I, Lane? Are you playing standard? What sort of maps have you been enjoying? What songs? Are you already like rank 100?
I am.
This reminds me of the fucking Star video, dude.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Mainly just anime OPs.
So what do we do? There's probably a combo, but I'm just gonna click everything. It's
Yeah.
like-
You're really struggling with 4 stars. Hey, if you only recently started playing Osu, 4 stars are still pretty hard. What? How long have you played it now? Because I feel like some of the people in chat that have played it after they watched me. Some of them have played it for like
Jesus
2 hours, and then some of them have played it non-stop for like a month, and they've already got like 100 hours in it.
I'm broken now.
This doesn't feel
Yeah.
right.
Oh, this doesn't feel right.
Here we go. You started like 2 days ago, so I'm gonna assume you have 48 hours in the game, and you've already started farming PP.
PP.
Yeah. You know what angers me about base Osu is it's meant to be a rhythm game, but your score like literally depends 100% on your combo. Like you can have an awful accuracy, but if you have a full combo, it's worth everything. If you have like a 99% accuracy, but you miss in the middle, it's worth literally nothing. I just don't see how people can care enough about a score in a system like that. Hey, Dirty. PPV1 was AIDS. Wasn't PPV1 the one that's almost basically based off score? Like, you just had to play a lot of maps and you got to rank 1. It was very strange. But, like, Mania doesn't care about combo that much. Mania is just like, if you get 99, you get a 99, man. But I think Score V2 that's coming out for Laser will fix that, sort of. Yo, is this Raptor?
Why am I not doing damage to these people?
I just got one shot.
Tiki, you're beaming or something. You don't really understand the intricate mechanics of the witch
That was
stuff,
Score.
right?
Probably one was based on leaderboard
Correct.
positions. Oh god, that was awful.
Damn, he's got.
Yeah, no, I get you. Because score ranking was when,
Where
like,
the fuck are we
Wobwolf
going,
Wolf was
man?
at the top, right?
We're playing the Witch Doctor.
Pro tip though, it seems to be that R2 is like a lot of damage.
Okay, that was the one thing I wasn't using.
I'm not really sure how it works. It sucks like life energy out of people. You like stun them and collect them with the other things.
Yeah, basing on leaderboard positions is extremely dumb. Getting 450s was easy on normal maps, was a way to go up to 100 rank. Yeah. I just, you know, I can't see a world where you care about your rank in Osu unless you're really into playing anime OPs with jumps at the end. Hey, Chris.
No, it's very epic.
What's epic, Christopher?
There's like a very.
You just realised that machine learning is done in C and not Python.
No. Like
No,
a
okay, good. She hasn't found out yet, chat. Don't tell her.
Mexican-
Classic blunder.
Go on.
Blunder.
I just was trying to write like a very simple like 3-line code that saves everything that I'll generate.
Did you just format your hard drive?
No, like
Okay.
in my
Pressing
text,
two
and
as
then
much as
in my
I
text
can.
I don't know if you have to set something up before using 2. I think they might have to be stunned, by the way, to use 2. So like the piranhas and
no,
the
I got
bat.
all the
You know?
records, I got everything, like I googled.
You got all your breakfast?
I got 10 stacks.
Everything was like correct, right?
What's
And I was
this
like, maybe
coming out of?
the
Uh,
by the
this
way?
is
error
the
is big,
new
I
season thing.
relaunched it, and the error is gone.
Oh,
Every
I see.
90 seconds, the elements are like, yo, you want some help, dog?
Why is this like throwing an error? And everyone
And they just
very,
give you the old wham bam.
correct it, but I did.
This is weird.
The program just decided there was an error there, and then I relaunched it, and it's like, there's an error there.
Did you have that classic like IDE bug where it tells you there's something wrong with your code even though there isn't and you have to restart it and that's all the bug was? Yeah, that happens a lot with Visual Studio. Like I was making Woho and it was telling me this is the bug, and it just had no idea what the bug actually was.
Yeah, I think I finished
I
mine.
think we're fucking lost, by the
I
way.
do understand what people have
I mean, I am.
and everything.
We have lost unless we can find a lot of elites.
But also, I'm not gonna spend time like
Elite here.
Oh, you found one?
Yeah.
Well, I'll kill on this one then.
it works.
Hopefully.
This character just looks like...
Yeah, like Hard Rock is viable in Osu, but it's so much harder to farm high accuracy Hard Rock on difficult stream maps than just playing like Fiery Rage maps with double time and hidden.
Oh, no.
You know? Like it didn't
I
used to be
died.
that way.
What is happening? I just can't move.
At least I didn't think it used to be that way. Like that was like the Raffus thing everyone was like annoyed at him about. I swear.
We can
Oh.
do it.
Winnable.
You
Pog?
beg to differ. I mean that's
Oh my
fine.
god.
But like have you not seen all the maps that they put out these days? They're like AR9, 6 stars,
my God.
where most of the map is like 2 stars, and then at the end there's like 8 jumps, and it's like, cool.
I can't believe it, dude.
And if you don't farm all of those maps every week that they come out, you rank just tanks. Because you aren't keeping up with the new hotness.
Sick.
At least in the past when there were farm
I didn't
maps,
think
there
you
were only
were-
like 10. Like once you got all of them, that was it. You're good for a while. OD10 is pure muscle memory. Is it? Hello, hello. Look at Etiquette. Yeah, and look at the other like 800 people in the top ranks.
Brewer, why is your shirt skin colored? The
Is my-
face
what?
cam becomes quite deceitful.
My PP itches.
I don't know, I just don't see any reason to care about rank when it's not. Until Zeltol is rank 1, I do not care. Although I think after the rebalance he's like rank 2, isn't he? It just seems weird that like Zestany's like a 3-digit. You know?
So, look at all the materials we get now.
Thank you for the
Look at
36
bottom
months, Brew Friendo.
Material.
left. So we get this chest full of money and stuff. Like,
I just enjoy it.
need some money. What's one chest?
I want that one.
Well, this is my chest. My chest is nobody's
Shards
chest
of
but mine.
blood.
You have your own chest. Let me have mine.
Man, the rescue ranger, not the rescue ranger, what's the crit shotgun called? The Frontier Justice, that's nasty. You're ranked 2000 something and you can't farm DT maps and shit. Well yeah, but what about everyone else around you? Like I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm just saying for the majority of people,
Steal this guy as well.
it's way easier to play these maps with a few jumps at the end than to play difficult things. Like obviously you can play anything you want and get good score, but it's just much harder.
Get fucked, scoundrel.
Thank you, Britton. Cake, what is this? I keep throwing myself at the sentry,
Dude, I've
like
decided I
sapping it,
want
but
to
it's
be
not
an
doing
e-boy.
anything. An e-boy?
Yeah?
I'm gonna say.
Is that an e-boy thing? It's not what you do to get a cat.
If you like it, chat, do you think I'd make a good e-boy? Would you give your money to me?
I give you money.
In favor of me saying.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, I can do a handstand as well.
Really?
No, I can't.
What's the...
Just lie to you like that.
What's the going rate on?
Yeah, why?
We're gonna hit past level 14 from this, aren't we?
You know, what have you been doing, by the way, to get to level 4?
I just wanted to play all over the game, you know? I didn't want to like go in and farm straight away.
What
I
are you
wanted-
playing?
I just played story because I was like,
What
huh,
story?
I want to decide if I actually want to play this game again.
Rank
you
shouldn't
know?
give any expectation of skill.
Sorry, well, sorry for ruining it for you, but
What rank is GN? Not number 1? Don't care. Bad system. Why am I not using this bicycle?
my stepdad's asking if we need a boost.
You play it like a rhythm game which has songs you like. Yeah.
I think being level 70.
Did you enjoy a challenge, but you gotta be relaxing and fun. Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I'll switch.
You
to
can make
Exactly.
another character, like make
People
another
forget it's a
character.
single player game, and like rank doesn't actually do anything unless you're rank 1
The only
and want a
thing
Twitch
to
stream.
know my characters' names. Because this one's currently called.
Why is this
Ooga
not-
Booga.
Why did the
doesn't
bicycle
matter.
not equip?
He's a 50-year-old man.
Oh, the item server's down.
He's a 50-year-old Danish man.
Wow.
He will not care or notice. I mean,
See, I would have lived there if my weapon switch
let's
went
do
through.
that then.
Okay, can I change character?
Yeah.
Is there a teleporter there?
I love having the game completely smashed for me every time I start it.
Oh, it's Stale Ham Boy. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, just enjoy yourself. People call you a D-ranker when you're playing in a tournament. I don't get playing OSU in a tournament, because everyone I've spoken to about it just says that they're stressful. Because, like, don't you like being able to restart whenever you, like, feel like it? Like, oh, you know, that wasn't a particularly good start, just give that another go. In a tournament, if you screw up, don't you just have to live with it? And you're like, well, my team is hurting now. Oops. Am I being, like, counter-spied? Am I going to be in your frag video?
Did I not get those wings? Because
What
I
are
was too late.
doing?
No, I did.
My Spicicle isn't back yet.
What the fuck?
I don't know what they are. They just looked kind of funny.
It's
Where
like
is
a
he?
Deer rag.
You prefer team tourneys? Ah, just don't seem cool. You know? They seem scary. Because I'll just play this like slowly. The pyro is He has more than 1 hour in the game. Oh, there's a sniper team. Well, this is going to be tough if I can't change loadout. 1v1 is annoying because of AR8 gimmicks and hidden is required to get anywhere. Yeah, aren't you required to play like a variety of stuff? There was a single-player passing map tournament a few years ago that I tried to join, but I couldn't finish all the maps. And apparently literally everyone else that joined was like rank 100 and like could pass them easily. So I was like, oh, I guess there's not really much point in me doing this.
I have like a gap between my gum and my teeth, I guess. Like, so sometimes when I suck like inwards, it makes like a squeaky sound.
The dispenser.
And it's so annoying.
I wanted a button icon today. Usually tournaments have rank restrictions. It was just a pass tournament though. Like it was just meant to be like a fun tournament. But like there were a bunch of maps like really low AR, really tough like hard rock like 5-star maps, but that had like HP drain that instantly kill you. And I was like, I'm just here to play double time. And apparently that's not how it's meant to work. You're meant to play all of them and pass all of them. And I was like, okay. Guess I won't.
I don't think he's gonna say much, TK, but you have to bear with him because his English isn't very good. Oh shit, I forgot. That's how that is, huh?
That would be.
I forgot we couldn't do anything. Oh shit, it has 63 million
run.
now.
Run.
The Wrangler, huh?
They're after me.
Well, good luck with that.
You're gonna headshot from there, huh? Yeah, gotta choose good tournaments. Oh no, it just seemed like a shame. Because I thought it was finally a tournament for me. Like, it's not about score, it's about passing cool maps. It turns out it's not, it's more about passing a wide variety of slightly weirder gimmicky maps. I was like, oh.
Okay. Probably put some sort of speed on.
I need to hit you with a weapon? Yeah.
You're supposed to just stand in the beginning, aren't you?
Why?
Yeah.
Just
It's there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a spy, right?
I just want to go in, to be honest. Man.
We just want to play the video game.
What's happening?
What the heck?
Vibing.
Why is Nunu here, by the way? With
Who does
his
this?
Snowball.
I guess that's the element.
I guess I shouldn't have
being like,
chased.
hey, you need a hand?
No, you should stay where you're safe.
Oh, you beated me.
I don't know why Nunu is here. I'm trying to get away from this. I'm trying to bring them to him. Him.
Oh, I transferred one to you.
I killed him.
Playing tournaments gives you a
Elemental
skill boost
powers.
straight up. Oh, they just don't seem like the kind of thing I want to do.
I'm chasing you, I know.
What's this one? Fuck.
Log.
Anyone
Fuck.
else want to shoot the sentry, maybe? Who's their own? I don't know, I've enjoyed myself just by
I thought this
playing
was kind of smart, but it wasn't.
tough maps and trying to pass them over and over. I think that's maybe better in the way that I want to be good at the game. I feel like being good at tournaments makes you better at tournaments, surely.
How did we get here? Just to suffer.
You're the worst people to get boosted ever, by the
I'm
way.
fucking stupid. Dummy
Oh,
thing.
he's got an Uber.
I can't get away from this guy now. Bad, bad, bad.
There we go.
Need
Hey,
it.
bud.
Why would you?
He does have a hearing canal.
Why would you do that?
Skeet, skeet.
Well, then I'd like to report Cake.
Is he cheating?
He's bullying me.
Committed crime.
He's committed a crime, right?
Why aren't we pushing the
Oh,
card
fuck.
here? I thought there would be like
That's
a
like the
sentry. or
skill
something.
shake. It kills you or it locks onto you.
He plays in like 3 months where you do it again at some
Oh.
point. I think it'd be fun.
Such an idiot.
I revived and I instantly died again.
Vibe.
I just want to pick up stuff, to be honest.
Why is all of red team here?
Oh, legendary.
He chased.
Oh, there's a legendary. I really want it. Scan that bitch.
Did you say the B word?
Venus. What's this wave?
Pew pew pew
Shit
pew pew pew
myself.
pew. Oh, I thought he was going to blow himself up on a rocket. Until you played a tourney, you had no idea you were good at CS 6.5 hard rock map. Now you can farm and go for cool scores. That's pretty cool. Spawn can't buy a demo.
I'm gonna equip everything that makes me fast and not die.
The item servers are down.
It's Team Fortress 2 Classic, am I wrong?
That's fair. Well, as long as you're doing what you're enjoying, you know? It's cool about that game is that there is, I guess,
Gonna make
a
it
lot you can do in
50%
it.
harder.
I do feel like you're an outlier, though. A cool outlier. But you're an outlier if you're farming CS 5.6.5 hard rock maps for score. Like, that is not what most people are going for here.
He's found us.
No power.
Hey, bud. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. Why am I so fast? Why is the game so laggy? I died.
Oh, there we go.
Why chase?
Ba, 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 ba. Thank you. I'm on these stupid small games, by the way.
Got him. What the heck? I lost in a butter knife duel to an engineer.
What are all these things? They terrify me.
Yeah, that's why people like Raph has got another one
Teleport,
who makes
TK.
him used to like 10k. Yeah.
Get out of there. Crazy man.
I was just vibing. Something
Let you build it, bro, mate.
I already have 500 blood boys. I need to spend them.
Oh my word. Here's also you go through periods of playing and not playing. I mean, I do that. Like, my score, my, like, playtime jumps up and down every month from, like, a fair amount to, like, none. And it's just gone on like that for, like, 6 years.
These are mine now. I'm turning them into forgotten souls.
You found this? I found
Every
this.
band forget the game. Yeah. I think, like, last Osu stream was the first time in, like, half a year to a year that I've actually felt like I can get some of my zoom back. It went really well. I got a couple decent scores, but I was like... I felt very content. Like, often I play and I'm like, oh man, that was quite bad. Past Willem was much better. And last stream I was like, you know what? Current Willem, he did pretty good. That was a good zoom. You play it 2-3 times a week. I stream, so I just play
like
once a
this.
week at the end. So I'm just doing my
It's a
best with that.
straight level.
Yeah, I lost like a lot of my stamina. I used to single
Yeah,
tap
I'm killing this
tons,
man.
but I had to stop because I thought I was gonna get like
Why is he paused?
torn tendons or something.
I hate it. I'm going.
Oh, he's moved. Oh, it's moving immediately, Cake.
I had to get a
Running.
headshot, aren't I?
Come over here with
You're
me.
happy with that for your last good, see? Yeah.
I
Yeah, you
think.
were.
Oh, but I'm scared of that one guy.
I see a legendary.
Have we even
Get
played
the-
defense yet? We've only played off. This has been a
There's so
long
many
game
spiders
without
here.
wood. Item servers are still down.
Dad coming back.
I'm weird with my Osu right now because I clearly don't have the same stamina I used to have. There's still something aching back there. But like, I've seemed to at some point picked up the ability to sort of alternate a bit while losing the ability
Yeah,
to single tap as
teleport.
fast. And I think it's worth it because I used to get quite in the
Teleport
zone.
to
I had to be
the-
very, very focused to play before because of all
Fuck.
that single tapping. But now I can alternate a bit more. I can play these really hard maps, but I can just sort of sit back a bit and just kind of, you know,
Hey,
go.
bud.
It's quite fun. Yeah, it's all hand posture and stuff, but like,
Yo,
you lose a lot from not playing so much.
Going on to the next level without you.
There we go. Overtime by
Hello.
there. Overtime's good. Is that the one with the Cancel picture?
They say the elements, but this is not the elements.
It is.
You're in a
It's
position there,
something.
Chip.
But elements.
I'm gonna be that guy who plays spy, but sits like here, and just watches the other spy.
So much money. Oh,
You're gonna be anti-fun one.
I don't know, he did that last game for me. I thought he was watching the stream, but I don't think he is. I'm always a bit
I
worried
mean,
of stream snipers.
Yeah, my team so far, like the last moments.
Found him.
This is the happening.
It's like there's not much else I can do. I'm locked into the dead ring, a revolver, and knife. Like the item servers are down, and a bunch of their people left their teams. So it's not like there's much else I can shoot.
Well, they left.
It wasn't even a roll. Like it was a really long game. I
Why are you
don't
here?
see why they left, honestly.
Weird man.
Got him. I did the thing, Tomu. Where you you backstab like an Ubered person to make them go flying, and then you actually backstab them when their Uber runs off. That like never works.
Where are you going, TK?
Legendary. I am greedy.
Thank you.
There's a second one up there. I must go get it.
What? What?
Hey, hey, hey.
I'm so confused. Oh, he's gone back to spawn, hasn't he?
Oh, I have too many.
I don't really want to get a
shots.
headshot.
What the fuck's happening?
That detonator is a pain in the ass. Okay. So I stopped playing lobbies, they're not fun anymore. I've started playing lobbies again after like a few years. I've been enjoying myself. Occasionally you get the odd game where it's just not very fun. Like at the start of this upward, I think it wasn't very fun. It's okay now. You have to be airborne to launch them. I don't know, TF2 is pretty glitchy. If they're like on a bit of a ramp, sometimes they'll go flying. Or if the ground is like the displacement. I think that's what it's called in the Source engine. If that's a bit off, sometimes they'll go as well.
Squash necklace.
I had to turn down the volume of that.
I'm keeping this. This is mine.
I missed the
I
Spicicle
I
chat.
made this.
Why did I ever switch off of it? It makes that
I
such a
missed
non-issue normally. Hey Minecraft Joe. Ramps are weird in the source. They're
Is
really
it the
weird.
real Minecraft Joe?
He Minecraft Joe.
Minecraft Edge.
Yeah, it's different.
69?
Yeah, this will be the last lobby. I mean, it's gone on way longer. I thought it was just going to be like a 5-minute lobby. And it's now 25 minutes later.
What? Ah.
How would you own it?
What the heck? Take Uber?
Where are you join? Who are you join? One as the
Why?
Fuck, what are you saying?
reading what Minecraft Joe said.
He said, how I join Asta...
Just confirming you okay.
Well, like I
By
said,
the way, TK.
I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually dropped the medit there. I know what it looked like, but... That's what that was. That was a force.
Okay.
TK?
Bye.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at my abilities. Didn't see you there. I was doing that.
Okay, well, I can do this.
Ah, that was cool, isn't it?
You're going to put a teleporter in the illegal spot, aren't you, Tom?
This is legendary. Legendary.
Oh. The spy was last here very recently.
I like the legal spot. Isn't it patched now?
I know. They have never updated upward, have they?
I don't know, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Oops. Oopsie whoopsie. No spice.
I said thank you, by the way.
What?
Can you might said thank you.
Thanks for what?
Boosting.
No, I'm gonna say it afterwards. You can also just say thank you. They understand that. But... but I'm like... their grammar's just...
Why is our heavy sitting in spawn meleeing?
I just mentioned that if he finds a wild one, I want to transfer.
Like, are they're not still down players?
No, but they're rolling you, so they're just
He
winning.
responds like a grown man, doesn't he? Just the
Why?
the okay hand.
They fixed the spawns gap for snipers in the death teleporter between second and third. It wasn't it just like a forward teleporter that kept the door permanently open, so you could go to their last with a teleporter they couldn't break. It was something like that.
Shit.
Like it was a drop-down teleporter.
Right.
Yeah, you put it through in that little gap where the door is shut, but it's patched now.
Oh, is it?
It's seen me.
Alright. Well, that's enough lobbies for today. It still
It's
happens.
legendary.
Okay.
I require it.
Wait, hang on. Map upward. Hang on. Doom, 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 doom. What are we doing tomorrow, chat? What's the schedule?
Wearing
Monster
some.
It's Monster Hunter, right? No clip. Please let me go. Wait,
I just got the message for new transmog for like the first legendary.
it's here. You put a teleporter in here. You can totally still do that. That's it. You just put a teleporter there.
I think it destroys itself.
Does it?
When the door closes, I think it destroys itself.
Oh, maybe they did. If that's the case, then they did fix it. Well, I don't know how I do that without pushing the cart all the way around, so I'm not going to bother. It doesn't destroy itself, apparently. Okay.
It's a classic skeet if I've ever seen
The
it.
tally trap in tunnel is fixed. What about the 1,000 other ways you can trap people, like jumping when you're standing on the cart? Or anything in
I like-
tunnel?
Jumping in any tunnel.
Just doesn't work.
Don't do it. No place.
It's not a good idea. Watch the item server be back like
Do you know what
now.
that means, TK?
It's not. Alright, cool.
Something he said.
Anyway,
Oh, I haven't got a clue.
I am going to end the
It
stream
means
for
one
now,
more.
chat. How did you find it? Did you enjoy the screen? Let me know in the comments section, and make sure to hit that dab button right below.
Improvement.
Oh, Doomsday is a great Osu thumbnail. It's Korono-chan and the cat girl. I don't remember what she's called. Anyway, I'm gonna host someone. Mookie is streaming Osu. One loss, one cry. I don't know the last time I talked to him. Oh, it's C++ tomorrow and Monster Hunter. Yeah, that's a good schedule. Who do you want to watch? No one I'm friends. Oh, Tag is streaming. Do you want to watch Tag? He's playing Halo. Go say hi to Tag.
Oh yeah, Halo 3 came out by the way, Wallen.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Do you want to play it at some point?
Yeah, Halo 3 is actually a good game, so I want to play that one.
Absolutely. Well, I need to get the Xbox Game Pass again for it.
Oh yeah, well.
It looks good. All right, chat. Go say hi to Tag.
You would buy
He's
the
playing
game.
Halo. He's a lovely man. Go give him a hello. I'll see you all tomorrow
Why
for
are
some
we the only ones
programming.
here?
A Monster Hunter.
Suffer.
Good night, lads.
I don't want to suffer.